Biafran warrior, he goes up. Freedom fighter man, he goes up. He's our hero. He goes up in the rest of the paradise.
You fought like a soldier, and you died like a soldier. You never betrayed our motherland. Your legacy lives on.
You are a gallant soldier, a fervent soldier, benevolent soldier. My brother, you will live on. Because you will live on. Because you are a hero. Because
good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and good night, great Biafrans and lovers of freedom. This is Radio Biafra HAUSA-SERVICE coming to you through Radio Biafra London. My name remains Mazi Chinedu from Olo province of Biafra land, and we are here live and direct. Today is the 28th day of May 2024. Therefore, I welcome each and every one of you to welcome your friends and well-wishers unto this special day. As you may know, we are streaming live on parts of Biafra land on our frequency modulation FM CHK 102.1. You can be hearing us live and direct. Also, we are on satellite, free to air satellite. Moreover, you can download our IPOB community radio. IPOB community radio. It is a very low data consuming application. Moreover, you can also add in your application. You can also add simple radio. Simple radio. So that when you scroll on simple radio, you will see Radio Biafra London. All these are to mention but a few options to listening to this hallowed platform. You can go to our mother website, www.ipob.org. Do you know that we are streaming live there? I could remember at the early stage, that is where I used to listen to Radio Biafra. I'm telling you honestly. www.ipob.org. You can go there and you click to live, and you'll be hearing us there live. Moreover, if you also want to donate something for IPOB ESN, you go to donate, and through PayPal, you can donate something as you may wish, because what we are doing needs finance. Therefore, as you may know, we are on our morning month, Heroes and Heroines Remembrance Month. It will peak on the 30th day of May, which is in the next 2 days, and our HDOS, Head of Directorate of States of the Indigenous People of Biafra, in the name of Mazi Chinasa, a gentleman, will be addressing Biafrans that day by 7:30 p.m. Biafra time. Therefore, you don't need to miss that program. Also, today you will be hearing from our GOC General Officer Commanding Mazi Chinasa Nworu in order to address Biafrans. And also, if I may open the line, we want people to come and tell us how they are preparing. You know, how they are preparing from all over the world. You might also tell us. But be aware, there is nothing like IPOB worldwide Zoom meeting for celebration of 30th May. Please disregard, these are impostors. In Biafra land, it will be total lockdown. And in the diaspora, depending on the country, our families know what to do. Therefore, without taking any much time longer, I will bring in Mazi Chinasa Nworu, our General Officer Commanding, to tell us what we need to know on today's program. Please, Mazi Chinasa, please, over to you. The platform is yours. Welcome to the program.
Thank you, Mazi Chinedu. Thank you so much, Chineke. Dear friends and all the lovers of freedom. Dear friends and all the lovers of freedom. My name is Mazi Chinasa Nworu. Mazi Chinasa Nworu served the indigenous people of Biafra as a member of the Directorate of State. I also served the indigenous people of Biafra in different departments as an assistant or supporting officers. Today, I am here on air to further explain to our people on how our 30th May is going to be carried out. I was here on 1st of May when I make a broadcast telling our people that the month of May we have started the mourning of all our Biafran heroes who died during the Biafran and Nigerian Civil War, and even beyond, till date. And this evening, I want every coordinator, every IPOB principal officer to make sure he or she has the updated prayer for our heroes and heroines day on 30th. Already the updated version of the prayer and program has been sent out by the office of the HOD. And I'm sure by now, every coordinator must have gotten that updated copy. If you have not gotten the updated copy, get in touch with your regional rep, your continental rep, to make sure that the prayers we are going to do on 30th May will be the updated version. As we all know, there are people who have fallen. It's not that we have gotten a complete record for all the people that died during the Biafran Civil War, but the beats held by Dr. Lois Okachi, we know they are the ones responsible for Biafran educational awareness. These people are compiling information, educations, things pertaining to Biafra. And the leadership is looking forward that the time has come that we have to, even through the IPOB family, go through the communities, that people, because we will put up the website, we have not yet decided where we can fill in the names of all our people, all our fallen heroes, those the people can remember, because as we all know, that generation that fought the war, who can tell us the stories, most of them, they are almost dying off. So it is very, very important that in the next couple of years, we must make sure we get all these records intact. And also the number of IPOB members that have died during the struggle for the liberation of Biafra land. As we all know that on 30th May, in the less than 48 hours, shall be a complete decade, a decade. IPOB consistently celebrating the sit at home, consistently celebrating the 30th May. It is IPOB that have brought this thing to life, because after the Civil War, Nigerian and the British government, they tried to wipe away everything concerning Biafra. The story of what happened during that war is not something I'm coming today to talk about, because I know Dr. Lois Okachi, for almost 6 programs he did on Radio Biafra, he covered a lot of these subjects. On Radio Biafra, we have also made sure that the chronicles of those killed during this period from 1945 till I think 2014, before IPOB took over. But in our prayer this year, there are inclusions of the dead in Mpo, the Obibo massacre, ESN officers. That's why I said make sure you have the updated version of our prayer this year. As many of you did not know, that IPOB started making this remembrance a national program, because when we found that it was Mazi Kanu who pushed for this, in 2014, a cenotaph was built in Enugu. And after celebrating the first Heroes and Heroine Day in 2014, where IPOB built a cenotaph that was later destroyed by the agents of Nigerian government. They destroyed that cenotaph in 2014. That is where IPOB started this program. In 2015, it was celebrated in Aba when Mazi Nnamdi marched in Aba, CKC Aba, CMS Aba. That video is still there. It tells the story of how IPOB have come a very long way. In 2016, it was Mpo massacre in the Catholic Church, where we're supposed to celebrate the anniversary for the heroes and heroine. Our people were massacred at Mpo massacre, which every one of you knew about it. Amnesty covered, the reports are there. Because of that massacre, in 2017, IPOB decided to say we don't want our people to be killed, because we know we are still fighting with the enemies. We are still fighting those who killed our parents, our brothers, our uncles. We are still fighting with them. IPOB decided that we are going to sit at home. And from 2017 till date, IPOB 217, 218, 219, 220, 21, 22, IPOB had made it only in Biafra land that we must sit at home, since the Nigerian government, they are always ready to kill Biafrans on that particular day, to share the blood of Biafrans, and to avoid sharing the blood of Biafrans on the street of Biafra. We say that people sit at home in commemoration of the Heroes and Heroines Day. Therefore, on 30th May, Biafra land will be on a lockdown. Biafra land will be on total lockdown. On total lockdown in Biafra land, candle night will still go on. But in diaspora, we all aware that it's not every country in diaspora is allowed for a protest. For a protest. For a protest. Hold on.
Yes, Mazi. Do not forget that we are here live and direct on Radio Biafra London. Radio Biafra HAUSA-SERVICE coming to you through Radio Biafra London, and you
Okay,
are
Mazi,
hearing
I am
the voice
back.
of Mazi Chinasa Nworu.
I am back.
Go on, Mazi, go on.
Yes. So not every country allows protest in their country. Like we all know, in the Middle East, in many Asian countries, protests are not allowed. But they do celebrate in the civic centers, in halls, in private places. They do all gather. In Europe, we do protest. And on that day, on 30th May, Biafrans around the world will be protesting. Those in Asia, those in America, South America, and in Europe. There will be a complete lockdown in Biafra land. Every other place will be marching, will be celebrating, apart from the United States of America that have not yet fully getting a particular place. All of them would have gathered, but we hope that by next year they will get a place to gather. So only United States of America, only IPOB members in the USA or Biafrans in the USA are allowed to carry their celebration through a Zoom platform. Only the IPOB in USA. There is nothing like Biafrans worldwide. We celebrate 30th May on the Zoom. Exclusively only people in USA. Nothing like Biafrans worldwide. I am making this thing very clear because at the end of the 30th May, every country must report to the leadership of IPOB through their continental reps. They must show us evidence that they celebrated 30th May. It is a must. It is a program that nobody can deny that is not going to be part of it. It is a very serious issue. If you are not celebrating 30th May, you are part of those jeopardizing the restoration of Biafra. I am making this thing very, very clear so that wherever you are, for those of you who think you can disrupt this project, for those of you who think they can come over with one excuse to jeopardize the Biafran struggle after 30th May, most of you will understand that this, we have been doing it for a decade, and you have no power, and no power is bestowed on you to disrupt the celebration of the 30th May, when Biafrans, a genocide was committed against our people, and the world continued to keep silent. I want to use this opportunity to acknowledge those, the institutions that heard that IPOB have declared a total lockdown in Biafra land. We are aware many airlines have already stopped flights flying that day. Institutions, banks, market leaders, transport workers, traditional rulers, even IPOB have taken it upon themselves to inform the sitting governors in the southeastern part of that region, in Biafra land as a whole, that come 30th May, nobody should give an excuse why they will be walking on the streets of Biafra land trying to cause a problem, because this is what they have done many years ago. That is why we said we will sit at home. I want to use this opportunity to warn every parent, every Biafran parent. IPOB a couple of days back, or a week today, wrote and warned WAEC. The first day I met the broadcast, we started and declared there will be 30, there will be sit at home. I made it very clear. That was from 1st May WAEC, we know WAEC always carry out the examinations between May and June. May and June. And there are our people. They know this is a decade now. We are celebrating. We are sitting at home. It's almost a decade. Okay, let me say it is nearly a decade because we started it from 2017. There are Biafrans, there are Igbo people who works in the WAEC board, who knows that on 30th May, that Biafra land will always be locked down. But always they want to try IPOB. Or they are so biased and naive that they can't speak up and suggest for WAEC, do not fix exam on this date in Biafra land, because automatically the examination will not hold. They have been doing it every year. They try to fix WAEC, and every year we observe our sit at home. They always change the examination date. We now realize that the same 30th May, next tomorrow, that WAEC decided to put mathematics. They're telling us about 200 or 300,000 people will be taking mathematics in the Southeast. To hell with 300,000 people taking mathematics. To hell with them. WAEC, to hell with them and those taking the examination. Because they know that we are commemorating with over 70 million Biafrans in that particular geographical area. Over 5 million people died for a particular cause. Those who took WAEC last year, have they all got admission? Have their life been successful? Why would they change that particular date to another date? Now, some foolish parents, on that day, we have heard many schools, we thank those schools who are already giving out the notice. On that day, you send your children out in the street to go to take WAEC. The Nigerian government will kill them and come on the newspaper and write that IPOB have massacred children. We try to protect you people, but sometimes some of you are foolish. Some of you are ignorant of what is happening in your environment. Some of you do not understand the politics. They play with the life of your people. Many of you kept silent. Some of you are saying we have exam. Tell me what that exam is all about. Exam in Nigeria. Exam that after taking it, they will tell you this is your catchment area. You cannot go to university in this place because you are not from that place. We continue to live with abnormality in a country that most of you claim that it belongs to all of you. And I'm making it very clear this evening that on 30th May, from tomorrow, 29th of May, go to the market, buy anything you want to buy. Tomorrow, 29th, go out there and buy anything you want to buy for your family, just for one day. And we are expecting by 7 to 8 in the evening, you must be at home. Because we don't want to hear stories. So that if enemy confront the men that will be on duty, we will know who to hold responsible. By 8 tomorrow, on 29th, you're supposed to be at your home. Every Biafra land by 8 in the evening, between 7 and 8, everybody is supposed to be in his house. And that is how it will remain till on 30th, 6 p.m. in the evening. This is an order from the indigenous people of Biafra. Indigenous people of Biafra, I have said it on many occasions, for those who call us non-state actors, it is time you stop referring IPOB as a non-state actor. Because we understand, even you, a journalist, even those speaking, calling IPOB non-state actors, knows that IPOB is a state actor. The earlier they accept it, the better for all of them. And I'm using this opportunity also to tell them, if we do not have Biafra by next year, it is better the governors, the politicians, they start now working towards that. On that day, it will be unanimously declared as a public holiday. Because we will not be sitting down. We are giving them the privilege to do the right thing. Because the time we reach 30th May will no more be sit at home. Either it will be bloody when Biafrans come out on the street to celebrate, if they don't do the right thing. They're supposed to know that after a decade, we have been consistent and determined to make sure that 30th May must be celebrated. Look at June 12th, that Nigeria is giving public holiday. But Biafra, June 12th, how many people did they kill? They say it's Democracy Day. But Biafra Day, Nigeria think they will sweep away the death of millions of people under the carpet with their British counterpart, with their British colonial masters. When we talk about 30th May, it sounds to them like we are talking a different story, something they do not know. It is up to them to do the right thing. But for now that we are in charge of Biafra land, tomorrow, 29th, you have all the things you want to buy. Go to the market. Between 7 and 8, everybody's supposed to be at home. And there will be total lockdown in Biafra land till 30th May, 6 p.m. That is when people will start moving. Sit at home is only one day. And that one day is not going to do you anything. People can come trying to twist the 30th May. You cannot twist that day. It cannot be used for any other thing than to remember those that died for the restoration of Biafra and those that died for Biafra. On most cases, you will see rats, stupid people coming out to challenge certain other very sensitive issues pertaining those that died in this struggle. For them, they thought we have come to joke. For them, they thought IPOB is on the social media to make money from the website. They thought that IPOB is something that people come, you do content on social media, on Facebook, they pay some money for you, you go and smile, you smile home. That is what some of them thought. Some of them thought that IPOB is where it's meeting Omonla. You come, you make noise. They don't know that what we are doing, it involves life and death. Any mistake, somebody died, it is on your head. Any wrong move you did against this struggle takes away somebody's life. And that is what this leadership continue. In as much as we want freedom, in as much as we want Biafra, many of our people have shed their blood for this struggle. And for that reason, I want to remind all IPOB members to always remember their oath they took for this struggle. They must. Biafrans, please, sorry for this. Those who are calling me by now, you're supposed to know that I am, all you Biafrans that are calling my telephone by now, you're supposed to know that I'm on Radio Biafra. So I don't know the reason why you are calling me at this particular time, either to pause the program and speak to you, or that I have to, I don't know what you expect me to do. I don't know what you expect me to do. So if you are calling me at this particular time, please kindly respect yourself and allow me to finish this program. You have my number all the whole day. You have not called me. It is now I'm on the radio, showing that most of you are not listening even to the radio. So stop calling me until this program is over. Mazi, let me continue, please. Sorry for that interruption. They are the one disturbing someone on this program. Again, I want to use this opportunity to remind all Biafrans, whatever you do in this struggle, remember that we are under oath. Do not follow people who are not under the oath of IPOB, because you are playing with your life. The native doctor will not save you. We are under oath, an oath that has taken the life of people. We are under oath because I see some coordinators joining criminals who were never part of IPOB, who are not under the oath of IPOB. I see young men who was in IPOB before, because they came into IPOB thinking it is a money-making venture. When they failed, they joined criminals. They start to fight IPOB because they have forgotten. I say, I want to use this opportunity to remind every IPOB member that is under oath. You might think that the oath have not gotten you today, but I'm telling you, if the hands of the oath holds you, that is the end of it. In this struggle, some people have committed suicide on their own. In this struggle, people who want to go to inform the government have walked on the street and got blind along the road. People who have killed their fellow men, and when they want to go to lie, they died by a fatal car accident. Many people who have betrayed this struggle, the ones we know, the ones we don't know, many of them have gone 6 feet below the ground. It does not mean that death will not come to everybody. But there are the mysterious one. When it happened, we know something have happened. I can give you an example of a group of people, a group of young boys from Ungwakwala that betrayed the struggle. One hanged himself. He went and hanged himself by himself. The other one killed the brother to his wife. The community, the village of they attacked him, killed him, burned his house. That was how they died. Very stupid way of life. They died. Many of them who have tried to betray this struggle, even in diaspora, some people are in prison because they try to betray this struggle. For the fact it has not gotten to you does not mean, if you betray this struggle, that you are not going to be punished. It is an oath all of us took. Remove our shoes. Our foot was on the ground. Some people at the beginning, some coordinators were sent. In certain places, they took an oath. So if you have betrayed, I am telling you, you have no place to escape. In case many of you have forgotten, because there are many of you who think you can disobey the IPOB leadership for no reason, for the hate somebody have instigated in you, you killing yourself. If you have forgotten, if any of you have the oath of IPOB, I want you to remove it with you now. But I'm not going to read all. But I'm going to give you a line so that if you go, you ponder what you are doing to yourself. In our oath, in IPOB oath, many of you, you took it with your foot in different patterns. Many people took in Biafra land, everywhere. And those who were not genuine do not want to take it. But those who want to also take it in a trickish way, you have no place to run to. Remember what this oath says. If you start the oath, it says, I, Mazi Nworu, example, hereby solemnly and voluntarily swear to be absolutely loyal to the leadership of indigenous people of Biafra. Listen very well. you absolutely, you voluntarily swear to be loyal to the leadership of indigenous people of Biafra. That is one entity. And the director of Radio Biafra, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, that is another entity. It means it is a two-body. The leadership of IPOB can be you tomorrow. Chinasa Nworu may be out of the leadership. You can be part of the leadership. So anybody that is coming must be voluntarily be loyal to the leadership. You are not loyal to Chinasa Nworu. Any leadership that is constituted to lead Biafra, you have voluntarily swear to be loyal. And to the director of Radio Biafra, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, that you will never engage in any act of insubordination. Neither should Mazi Nnamdi Kanu be insubordinate to the citizens of indigenous people of Biafra, or do anything to jeopardize the Biafra restoration. Why I read these few lines, if after today, I want you to go and sit down and ask yourself, have I jeopardized this struggle? Have I jeopardized this struggle by my actions, by the things I am doing to this struggle? Whether you are in the higher level, in the state level, in the national level, in any position you found yourself, remember, the leadership of IPOB is not only Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, it's not only Mazi Chinedu, it's not only Mazi Tony Nzurumike or Mazi Aban or Azayoba or Chinasa Nworu or Charles Opanwa. There are leaderships in IPOB, from continental rep to members of the DOS to state coordinators to countries coordinators to zonal coordinators. These are all leaderships in their different stages. So wherever you found yourself, there is somebody above you. Where decisions are being made. So when you have decided to be insubordinate, number one, that's your own problem. Because at the oath, there is something that is said here. I swear that I will never endanger the life of fellow principal officer or any Biafran working assiduously for the restoration of Biafra under the leadership of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. If I go against these things, may Chukwokika strike me dead and completely wipe away my family. Remember these things. Remember these things. And in this oath, nobody is exempted. Even Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is not exempted, because it is written here, if he tries to jeopardize the Biafra struggle, he is not exempted. Nobody. If Mazi Nnamdi Kanu jeopardizes the Biafra struggle, what will happen to ordinary member that jeopardize will happen to him. Everybody is involved because people have shed their blood for this struggle. I am just giving a hint for some of you to understand. 30th May is very, very pivotal in what we are doing. We are under oath. If we are not under oath, there will be a disorder in this movement. If we are not under oath, people will not be disciplined like most of us. If we are not under oath, people would have sold this struggle out. If we are not under oath, Nigerian government would have entered many of us and destroyed this struggle. People should know the Nigerian government was informed. The information they had was totally wrong on Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. They were informed that as soon as they get Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, IPOB is finished. And some people want to facilitate it for them. That yes, you hold Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, we must destroy. They are holding Mazi Nnamdi Kanu till today because they have not been able to destroy IPOB. 3 years down the line, so Biafrans, 30th May. This particular month when I came on air on 1st, we said no fighting. We said no unnecessary attacks. It is a month of mourning, a month to educate our people. It is a month everybody has to respect. But we have found out something, and I decided, and some of us in the leadership decided not to talk about it. But I'm saying it this evening. Some people, we know, they have no respect for themselves. They have no respect for others. Irrespective of anything, we have asked some of IPOB media warriors to cease attacks against themselves. It is unethical. It is not accepted in the IPOB leadership. Some of you, for over 3 years, we have been asking and talking to you in private. But time have come, we are going to come on air. Do you understand? Highest you will fight, you come, you talk, and that is the end of it. I'm saying it today because after 30th May, we are coming with a new method. Some of you, you have been advised in the bedroom. You have been advised privately. Some of you, after advising you privately, you will use it to come and make caricature of the leadership. My brother, I'm telling you, we will bite you, we don't look at your face. I'm telling you, we are a state that we don't give a shit who you are. If you don't behave out, let other people march on. Indiscipline will not be tolerated in IPO. I'm making it very clear this evening, so that you can buy enough data to come and blackmail and abuse Chinedu and blackmail Chinasa Nworu. Buy enough data, because I'm going to make sure on this radio Biafra, we will strike you and they ask you to do your worst. Because you are part of those they have planted to destroy this movement. And we are not going to accept it. What are you preaching that IPOB have never preached? I want to tell me that thing that you are the person that invented it. Tell me that thing you are talking that IPOB have not. You are talking about religion. Who raised the religion issue? Is it not Mazi Chinasa Nworu raised it here? IPOB took it. Today, you come, you attack the leadership that didn't say anything to you. Any policy IPOB bring out, you feel you can go on. Mazi, let me tell anybody who want to try us this period, we are ready for the fight. We don't give a shit, because we have been blackmailed to nothing. I am saying this thing because of tomorrow. I will not speak to anybody again privately for this issue. I'm not going to do it. We found out some of you. Some of you was around Mazi Chinasa, no doubt about it. Some of you was in certain places, and when Mazi Chinasa was in Nigeria release, you are in Nigeria. You were hanging around Mazi Chinasa, some of you. Some of you were getting your, small welfare when Mazi Chinasa is around. Because you were getting welfare when Mazi Chinasa was around, you decided you can't respect anybody. Because you get your welfare from Mazi Chinasa. You cannot respect Chinedu. You cannot respect Ntoni's Rumike. Today, Mazi Chinasa is in prison. And since he is in detention, you have continually decided to attack the leadership in any way. You can't go up, you want to blackmail the leadership, because if you are not getting what you want to get, all the lies you lie around Mazi Chinasa to get your stipend, if you don't get it, the next thing is to blackmail the leadership. Anybody. If you have anything, you know that I did, you come and say it. Because I don't care. Because mature people, we have spoken in private once, twice, but every day you come to fight. You're fighting for what? You're fighting for what? What are you fighting for? There are a lot of news there you can pick up and fight for Biafra. There are times for everything. There was time we were fighting the enemy. If after that time you cannot fight again on a meaningful subject, then you start teaching Igbo. if you know how to teach Igbo on social media and make money and they take IPOB away from your mouth. In IPOB, this leadership, whether it remains 6 months, 3 months, 1 month for Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, we must make sure we do the right thing. You can't come on radio or on social media to blackmail people just because you want to get money. Just because you want money to be given to you, you start to blackmail people. You lay under one. So what are the, let us be realistic. You are talking about unifying Igbo or unity of Igbo. Are you the one that started it? Are you the brain behind it? It is Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and IPOB have championed it before you understand what they are talking. IPOB is an institution. We deliver the people and allow other people to do the job. You come in religion. Is it not IPOB? Mazi Nnamdi Kanu started educating our people. People queue in. Today, pastors are preaching and liberating the people. That is another part of our enslavement. We talk about Ordinala. Who started it? Even if you are preaching today on social media, have you forgotten George Onibe? That George Onibe was one time mountain on radio Biafra preaching about going back to the roots. Is it because he has fallen apart, fallen aside? What are you doing that you want to come to cause havoc in IPOB for no reason? Making caricature of this Biafran struggle. In the diplomatic world, they see us that people that are not serious. If you want money, somebody do not give you money, you blackmail him. That is not, this leadership will not tolerate it. We will not tolerate it. So it's better, you know the right thing, you do the right thing. But if you feel, and some of you who said you won't respect Chinedu, you won't respect the DOS, it's only Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. We have no problem with that. But respect yourself. Since you can only do something, since you can only support this struggle, only when Mazi Nnamdi Kanu come out, fine and good. We have no problem. Go and sit down. Wait for Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. When he comes out, you start from there. We don't have any problem with that. But you can't say you are not going to respect Chinedu. You won't respect anybody in the DOS, but you can come out on social media, start attacking us. You are waiting for Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. My brother, we are not going to take that shit. It's over. We are not taking that shit. It is over. It is over. Because Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is not around. I know some of you, I'm not going to mention their names. The moment they hold Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, they disappear. Because they were getting stipends from the back. They refuse to work. They refuse to support IPOB. You don't know where they are. They belong. They were hanging because they switched. They changed names on social media and followed the infiltrators because they were giving them money. Today, maybe small money have started entering their account again. Some of them have come out on the social media. I will call you people names so that our Biafrans will know. I will call your names on social media. We know all of you, but there is no need. Sometimes you let the sleeping dog lie because you are not a threat. But the threat is when we get you, you try to instigate problem in IPOB. We are not going to take it. I'm making it very, very clear. So that if you want to learn, you learn. If you want to learn the hard way, we give it to you in the hard way. Therefore, Biafrans and lovers of freedom, today, the ESN be authorized to do their job, irrespective of anything. We are not enforcing sit at home, but we will make sure there is law and order. That our people, that is why I said, those, their children have WAEC, I am sure by this night, I am sure by this time or before tomorrow, WAEC must do the right thing. We don't have to remind them what they have to do. We don't have to tell them what they want to do. One thing important is this. There is nothing. There are people who will find different ways to cajole what we are doing. 30th May remains sacrosanct. Whether they like it or they don't like it, we are not going to do what? I mean, it is nobody can ask us to even change any of these things. Nobody. Because if many government institutions have already in line, do you understand me? Many of them have already announced. For example, I think Enugu Educational Board informed all schools and public that midterm begins Thursday, 30th May to end on June 5th, 2004. This is with the exception of the most important things is this. In any way they do it, what we know. That is the most important thing. Did we land other people you like? You put holiday starts tomorrow. No problem. What we know. And nobody should attack or mock anybody. Oh, because what we have said. No, it's our duty. They are respecting. People respect in different manners. People can reciprocate in different manners. The most important thing, are we doing the right thing? It doesn't matter how it happens. As long as it's going to be. Biafrans, we trust all of you. 30th May is a short day. Locked down. It's completely locked down. So I'm making it very clear this evening that nobody should dare IPOB. Men will be at work in case of any eventuality. And I'm saying it this evening. Make sure children that are taking WAEC did not go to school. Very, very important to avoid the evil plans of the Nigerian government. So they won't attack the children. You saw last time they went to primary school, attacked children. Do you understand me? The kids were terrified. These are the things that we use to show the world that this is what IPOB is doing. We are also making it very clear this evening that nobody should send his child. WAEC will definitely reschedule that exam. Whether they like it, they don't like it. WAEC will not tell us what will happen in our land. We cannot, because of WAEC, and shift our 30th May. We do things according to the international standard. If this thing happens on Sunday, we will celebrate it on Monday. We have done it. That is how things are being done. But telling us to shift or neglect the order of the indigenous people of Biafra in Biafra land, that is the last thing that will happen. Mazi Chinedu, I will stop here on the issue of 30th May, and I have other issues I would like to also touch on. Biafrans, after our 30th May, the fight to make sure that Biafra land has electricity will continue. The battle to light up Biafra land for development will start after our 30th May. We just had a pause because we are celebrating, and this month we use it for celebration to mourn those who have died. But after 30th May, it is a battle everybody will be engaged. And I will come on air. People will share testimonies of what EDDC is doing to them. People will share testimonies, the evil practices of EDDC. It is better EDDC give us light, or we are going to throw Biafra land into darkness, and every condition, every contract must be renegotiated. That is what we are going to do. I'm making it very clear. For the governors, the earlier they start, the better for them. For Mekoff, and he said with a Willow Destruction Company, the better they start. If they do not give us electricity so that our people can come back, they talk about development. How can you develop without electricity? How? How is it possible? Tell me a country that have developed without electricity. We have many problems in Biafra land. We have police extortion, numerous checkpoints. We have electricity problem. We have politicians problem. We have inadequate distribution of national allocations in Biafra land. Which one are we going to talk? We have poor educational system. We have no federal presence in Biafra land. We have no good health care. We have no good roads. Which one are we talking? This is a battle that IPOB is launching it with all the vigorousness we have in ourselves. It doesn't stop us not fighting for our freedom. We have the problem of the food and investment. We have the problem of food scarcity. Go to Biafra land. You come to agriculture. Our people are waiting. They are waiting, thinking somebody will farm, they will go and buy. Sometimes you see some of these foreign investors in agriculture. They did not come to invest to sell their product in Nigeria. It is not new. For example, there are countries like in the Middle East, all of them, they do it. Many countries, for example, they can buy land in India. They can buy land in Thailand. They can buy land in Vietnam. All these Asian countries, they will cultivate their rice, cultivate certain things they need. During harvest, they harvest them and move it out of the country because they came there to invest, to produce more food. Today, people are thinking, Chinese are buying our cassava. It is not your cassava. It is them that planted it. They didn't buy in the market. They came, they took a land, they farm the cassava, they harvest and send to their companies because they are using it for flours, for donuts, for many things. But for you are waiting that the Chinese, after farming, they will come to sell it for you. Or the Indians will sell it for you. No, they don't. They didn't come for you. They came for their own country. They are carrying those food to their own country. You can't blame them. That is the agreement for the business. He's also to protect the local producers. But the local producers are not looking beyond. The people, when you see a farm, you say, they have planted cassava there. You are thinking in your mind, after they finish harvesting, they will come to your Ekapara, they will come to Yamanako, they will come to Obosi market to sell it for you. No. They are exporting it because that is why they were given the license to come and farm and export their food. It's a different line of business. So you should not waiting for Indians to come and plant cassava for you and sell for you. Waiting for Indians to... The worst part is everything our people are eating are being imported. And they are complaining it is expensive. It is expensive. It is expensive. You go to Medugri, from all the way from Gamboru, Lake Chad Basin, you import fish. You go to Yoruba land, you import fish, both fresh and dry. What billions of naira into Biafra land? You are the one eating. The Northerners do not eat fish. They don't eat them. You are the one eating it in that place. You are the one eating. You become only consumers. Ordinary bitter leaf, our people cannot plant in their homes. Ordinary scent leaf, they cannot plant. Everybody, 17 years old boys, 18 years old boys, nobody wants to be part of something. And I'm saying it very clearly. There are certain things IPOB is going to take drastic actions on. We don't give a shit who is involved. If we found any school, they say that is where they are training HK. In the Yahoo, in Biafra land, it will be burned down. Any building, IPOB intelligence officers spotted that in this place is where you are training people to press on the laptop, that place will be demolished. I'm saying it now. And anybody who is offering such classes will have a very big problem with IPOB. I do not see the reason why parents will go to buy laptops for their son who just finished secondary school or finished JSS 3 and tell him, this nonsense will not happen in Biafra land under the watch of IPO. It will not happen. You cannot legalize illegality in our land. No, nothing. You can't do that. Traffickers who are trafficking our young girls, 14 years, 15 years, we are seeing them all in Burkina Faso, in African countries, in Libya, everywhere you scatter our young girls. We are coming for you. You are finding them jobs in Toronto. You drop them in Burkina Faso. You drop them in Ghana, in Morocco, especially our young ladies. We are coming. IPUB is coming. It's better now. Most of you pack up. A boy comes out from school. If he wants a technical job, send him somewhere to do a technical job. If he cannot learn, if they contact IPOB have the ability to train people. We have the ability to go and learn skilled work. Instead, what kind of society are we building? IPOB must wake up to make sure that this rubbish, because if we pass and allow this kind of set of individual generation to take over Biafra, all our effort is all gone. If we see, you see that thing most of you are going to Benin to do, it will not happen in Biafra land. Going to Lagos to do, it will not happen in Biafra. We will stop anywhere they are doing HK. They say, I'm happy HK, I go HK. You can't boast with illegality in Biafra land. We will come after you. You can do those things in your bedroom, in your apartment, but to come out and set a school that you are teaching people on Yahoo, I'm telling you, you are making a very big mistake. All of you, tap. We found young boys that are supposed to be doing something meaningful with their life. If you say you want to be on social media, be on social media and do something reasonable. The worst part is you come out, you boast with such behavior. It will not happen in Biafra land. As long as IPOB remains, this rubbish will not happen in Biafra land. And I'm not going to discuss much about it today, but I'm going to come on air after 30th May. I will be on air, and it will be the subject of discussion. EEBC, all these HK boys opening schools where people say they are coming to learn HK, traffickers, these PGs that are working with the Fulani men, importing them inside our land. All these things must be taken care of by IPOB. We are not going to mercy for anybody. We are talking about freedom. We must start to put certain structures, certain orders in our place. You can't rule people when everywhere is scattered, everywhere is full of undisciplined people. First, we are putting down these disciplines that people will understand where we are going. So that when order is given, if you do not put some of these disciplines in order, the Nigerian government and the enemies of Biafra will always be behind to use them to destroy anything we are doing. We must start to sanitize the ground so that when you give an instruction, it will be carried out in Biafra land. It does not stop any plans we have. There are plans we have for this struggle. We can never say it on Radio Biafra. We can never say it on air. But most of you have understood that there is a very great change in Biafra land. Those who have withdrawn their support because of the killings those criminals introduced in this struggle, they have seen a difference. Let me ask you, do you think by killing, robbing, is that what they're using to get Biafra? They are not doing Biafra. They are not doing Biafra. They turn to be criminals. And also, I want to talk about the criminals a little bit before we open up the line In Imo State, I'm making it very clear. Most of the IPOB coordinators in Imo State, after this 30th May, if you know it's better, you put your resignation today and tomorrow 30th May. You know you have been doing a very bad job. You have become an infiltrator in Biafra land because you want to build hotel, build and live life, buy motorcycle and they put up everywhere. You want to make money, and for that you have turned yourself to a criminal. You have become a conspirator with criminals. I'm giving you today, tomorrow, and 30th May, kindly put your resignation. Kindly, you know yourselves. All of you know yourselves. Put your resignation. Put your resignation. Because we will not come on Radio Biafra here to tell you the imagination that will be before you. We will not tell you. You know that consistently, you know the job you are doing for criminals, doing for Hope Uzodinma and his gangs, how you have been turning around everywhere. You resign today. I'm saying it on air so that if you like, you accept. You don't like, don't accept. The criminals in Imo State, I'm making it very, very clear. And I'm going to release the locations. And I'm saying it this evening that the Nigerian military and the police in Imo State, they are working with the criminals in Imo State. I want to alert all the village vigilantes, especially from Okigwe. Anytime you see any car carrying Ndi Apakara, those people you hear are saying on Ndi Apakara, IPOB number is there. Hold them. Let the community hold them. These people, these criminals, to continue to sponsor their criminals, they are all those things you see are people's cars that they have cut in pieces. Their buyers are in Anambra, in Nnewi, in Mbo. They have all the destination is Anambra. And also, the people should watch those going to Aba, also from Enugu Express. Communities, anytime you see any car, vehicle coming into your community and carry saying, hold them. We will put our number, hold them and question them where they brought, because these are people's cars. It is happening in Okigwe, and most of them, the military, are getting tips from them. The military are being paid, because you don't tell me how. I don't know when Okigwe become a place people are selling Abakara. They will move from there. Spare parts, car spare parts, they move them until come to Anambra and sell people's cars. In Mbidi, the same thing. They have a depot in Mbidi. They have a depot in Okigwe. Either they go to Aba, but they are not very well going to Aba Loji. They always come to Anambra to sell people's car that they butcher. And the military knows. If you go to Arundizog, as I'm telling you, the criminals are just 4 poles from the military. 4 poles. They have their checkpoint. The military have their checkpoint from inside the village. The military are being used to protect them. The Nigerian military. And the Hope Uzodinma did not know. Of recent, he gave them 50 million naira. Because they promised him they will destroy ESN. He is looking anything to make sure that the Hope Uzodinma gave them 50 million naira of recent. The military is there. 4 poles to where they are the one protecting these criminals. Tell me how they will move from Okigwe past military checkpoint and say this is Atakara. This is scraps. Cars, doors, they move it and come to Anambra and sell. They get their share. They give them clearance. Some of them, some military officer will protect them until they arrive in Anambra and sell. They get their share. The same thing in Mbidi. The same, especially in Okibe, that is where, because in Oluna they have pushed them. Most of them have run to Okibe. The military, they are there. They are there. 4 posts protecting the criminals. 4 posts protecting the criminals. Hope from the back, he give money. Tell them, continue to do what you're doing. That is how he gave Skype and Mpoto Malika 17 million naira, and they poisoned them when they finished the job for him. This is what is happening, the criminality happening in our land. But I didn't want to talk much on this criminality because today is just because of what we are doing on 30th. After that, I'm coming on air and I will give details of how they operate. They are into full kidnapping, car snatching. Do you understand me? They are using some Hausa people, money changers in Okibe. That is where they are operating from. Sometimes they pay them in dollar, sometimes they pay them in naira. That is what is happening in our land under the protection of Hopos or them. When we were talking about Chinasa Nworu, some people thought we were joking. Many things are happening. Of course, what do you expect to see? Where Hopos or them is? A former criminal, a highway robber. That's the people that will be around him. But with time, everything will be exposed. And finally, I want to use also this opportunity. I do not want to discuss this issue because whenever we discuss this issue, it turns out to be a blackmail. It turns out to be that we have anything wrong. It is the case of Mazi Nnamdi, because there is no way I will discuss this evening without touching the case of Mazi Nnamdi. Every one of you knew that we have continually opposed because the Nigerian courts, we do not trust in their judgment. All they have been doing, there are thousands of IPOB members under their custody. They have never allowed them to be free, even those the court have given them, even gave them compensation. They have never paid. People like Chukwusobase, people like Michael Kanu, and many of them, there have been court orders. They have never respected them. They are IPOB members. They are Mr. and Mrs. Fedi. Many of them are in the DSS detention. These people said their cases, you can't use it to compare the one of Mazi Nnamdi. You cannot, because Mazi Nnamdi is the leader. Some of them are just ordinary members that they suspected that he said something on telephone or somebody pointed them, they are IPOB members. Those people, they have tried, IPOB have gotten court judgment to get them released. The DSS have continually disobeyed the court order. The DSS have continually disobeyed to bring them. There are many things that the IPOB leadership look around and they make that serious decision. And with the intelligence reports in our disposal, we did not make the decision based on emotion. We did not make our decision based on hearsay. It is after a huge gathering of intelligence, both from the international community, before we make the decision. The advice we got before we make the decision. But the moment we make the decision, some of you saw how the siblings of Mazi Nnamdi attacked us. They called us names. They accuse us that we don't want Mazi Nnamdi to be released. Some of us were abused in public and in secret, but we know we are doing the right thing. Some people advise. Let me say it very clear. What Mazi Nnamdi is doing there is some people advise that he can defend himself. Get away, Ozekome, get away this person that Mazi Nnamdi can defend himself. But I'm making it very clear on behalf of IPOB leadership. Mazi, are you talking to me?
No, Mazi,
there are lawyers who decided, there are lawyers who said they can defend Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. The ball is in their court to defend Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Every one of us heard a lawyer, Jimako, came on radio on one of his interviews, said that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu case carries a death penalty. He said it by himself, not me. But it's a case that carries a capital punishment. And I want Biafrans around the world, every reasonable person, every man with conscience who have sympathy for the restoration of Biafra. Is it wise for Mazi Nnamdi Kanu to defend himself in the court? Mazi Chinedu, can you answer me this question? Is it wise?
It's never done.
Is it wise?
Mazi, it's not done. No,
is it wise? And that is why I am saying it here, irrespective of any blackmail somebody can do to me, irrespective of any names you can call to me, I continue to stand that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu should not represent himself. We are not fools. We are not stupid. We have traveled around the world. At least I used to say it for me as an I have visited more than 30 countries. More than 30 countries. I have seen people that have cases everywhere. You can't, if you don't have a lawyer, the government will appoint you a lawyer. Talk less of where we have people, they say they are lawyers and they are sitting in the court, cross their legs, happy watching Mazi Nnamdi Kanu defend himself. It doesn't happen anywhere in the world. A case that the worst part is that these people allow themselves to be played by the Nigerian government. They are playing the card of Nigerian government. They are there. They are happy that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is talking. They don't know that it is a script. The government is pushing because they hear what Mazi Nnamdi Kanu talks inside. They push them because they want international community. You see the guy you people are talking about? That is what. And they are happy. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is facing a serious case that the lawyer is supposed to stand and defend him. They allow those things. For me, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu speaking from the court, addressing the judge, I see it as the lawyers have failed him. And if the lawyers have failed him, since he is the one that have right to appoint new lawyers, I will ask him to do so because he said it is his right. Anybody he wants, if you like, bring 100 lawyers. It's only him can make the decision who will defend him. But I'm saying it on air that IPOB leadership and IPOB will never support Mazi Nnamdi Kanu to defend himself in any court of law. This is a serious case. This is a case when we were shouting, you remove Ozekome of 42 years experience in the law, in the Nigerian law, for 27 years in practicing in the Nigerian, then you allow Mazi Nnamdi Kanu now to defend himself. Where have that happened?
Who is not a lawyer? He's not a lawyer.
It is not accepted. We do not accept it. We will never accept it. Something that even if we are dying, for me, I will never accept it. If they cannot defend Mazi Nnamdi Kanu like they claim they can defend, please, they should inform Mazi Nnamdi Kanu to look for more lawyers, or people should recommend him for lawyers. Because for now, any lawyer, they say no. If any advice you bring, they call you a saboteur. They say you don't want Mazi Nnamdi Kanu to come out. They say they blackmail you. That is what they have blackmailed that they don't, and the situation is not right, and they want us to keep silent. They won't talk about the blackmail they have given to us, but they will talk. We don't talk about Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, but all the 3 years we have been fighting on social media, day and night, on radio, taking all the jabs and all the stabs. They don't want to see that because blackmail is in their blood. Blackmail is their watchword. They feel if they don't blackmail people, they don't feel comfortable for the day. If they don't blackmail Chinasa Nworu or Chinedu, they don't feel comfortable in their life. Therefore, irrespective of anything, Biafrans and lovers of freedom, it is our duty to stand up for Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. It is our duty to rise up to defend him. Even if we are being dragged and anything, we must stand to defend him. But what we are saying, we do not support Mazi Nnamdi Kanu to defend himself. And everybody should know, on 19th, they will go to court. Another drama may ensure the court will go on recess, their yearly recess, and come back in August or September. They will come back in September. They will fix another. And these things are not good for this struggle. But I'm not going to say it because the enemies are listening. Because what they are doing is making us not to get the result we desire to get. They are indirectly sabotaging our diplomatic effort. They are sabotaging all the effort we are doing to make sure that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is released. Mazi, I will stop here. These issues I talk are just like a kind of supporting topic to our 30th May sit at home and celebration. After the 30th May, I will come on air and I will pick most of this topic, and it will be a full interactive section. Mazi Chinedu, thank you so much for giving me this opportunity to speak to our people. In case there are people who have questions, I stand by to take up their questions.
Before we go there is something that came to my mind about this agricultural revolution project. We have been talking about it. I know today we mostly talk about our memorial heroes and heroine remembrance day, but there is something that just entered my head about, we are talking about agricultural revolution in Biafra land, but we never one day talk about Biafrans that are doing agriculture, different types of agriculture, and good ones in parts of the north. We have Biafrans that are cultivating, farming, even doing different types of farming, both animal husbandry in the north. Many of them. Mazi, what do you tell them? What do you talk about them, please? Because they are there in the north. Farming is their business. Many of them are farming even in a big way. And all are northern, all are classified as northern farming. So what do you tell them, please? Yeah.
Mazi, I will tell you something. The choice of where people want to invest is in their hand. Yes, there are Biafrans who are farming in the north. There are Biafrans who are farming in the west. There are many of them. There are Biafrans farming in other countries. We have in the agriculture department, we have people, they are farmers in their country of residence. Is their profession. Now, there is something happening in Nigeria. Sometimes we may think as the Naira goes up, there was some interaction I'm having with some people, our people also from in the north. Some of them were saying, when they do their businesses as the Naira is coming down, they prefer to carry their goods and cross the border and go to other countries. Like if they go to Chad and sell, they go to Northern Cameroon and sell, they go to Niger and sell, but they get the money in Selfa. Are you understanding me? Now, when they get the money in Selfa, when they come into Nigeria and change it, that they have more money. That is a business they want than bringing it down to the east. So you see their reasoning they are giving. But any advice I'm giving today is for those to understand that sometimes some of these people that are farming, they have never gotten a conducive environment in the east. If not now, IPOB have started promoting these things. So I will say we encourage them. We just started, and I think in their awareness, IPOB have done very great. Some of them have started having a rethink. We have heard some of them who are planning, say they will do agriculture, mechanized ones in Ebonyi, in Enugu, all these kind of places. It's a welcome, development. But we cannot certain or blanket our decisions based on this, our first year of promoting our people. I know some of them are waiting. Let us see what will happen. I have some friends, they told me they will be coming down from the north to participate in this agricultural season. I have some couple of friends who told me they are living in the north. They said, no, this is what doing. Now, also, IPOB is doing their best. I'm telling you, what IPOB have done, what they have been able to do with this little time in to make sure that our people farm, is these days now, when you call people at home, you will hear the goats crying. He said, no, we are putting things. People have started, our people are just like people that were sent out. They were deceived. Mazi, they are going to come. It might not be everybody will not return, but we have seen that there are people, even if we see, maybe from our stations and the things we talk, all, how we oppose and we saw that there is an Israeli company that now came to Abia State. They want to invest in agriculture, all these things. That's what we are talking about. We talk about business, our interest first, not emotions. Our people in the north, who are doing the farming business, yes, it might be their money, but we have to also try to make, when they see things are getting better, Mazi, I'm 100% sure most of them will come down to Biafra land to invest. One thing our people are having is like somebody say, I don't want to be in Biafra land, it's better in Lagos. No, if you are from Abia State, you may decide to do your business in Akwa Ibom, in Cross River, in Ogoja. It doesn't mean you are from Enugu, you may decide to do it in Aba. You may decide. This is not compulsory, you must do it in your place. But if you have that confidence, invest in your place. Forget about what people will say. Of course, there is no businesses that you start new that don't have challenges. It is with time, everything will be rectified. Mazi, we are not also looking only the people in the north. There are our people in Biafra land who has the money. They go outside. They can invest in the land. Let them invest than going that easy one. They want other people. They should learn to invest that business. And I'm also using this opportunity. It is time the church leaders who are in control of large number of people in Biafra land, people like Mbaka, Monso, winners. What does it take them to encourage their members to say, this is farming season. Everybody make sure you farm, so that there will be enough food in the house of the Lord. Farming season is there. You are asking them to come for prayer meeting Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday during the farming season. The problem does not also lie on those people far in the north. It lies also the people within. If people like these people I just mentioned, we see everybody have a role to play. Whether it's in Daboski, Bahose, or who, whether it is Moka, whether it is, what they need is to stand on the pulpit. The problem our people are having is that, so that they will not say, so they are following what IPOB is talking. That is a stupid mentality. But what are we saying? Is it a right thing? Yes, of course. Is it for the betterment of Biafra land? Of course. Is it for the security, food security? Of course. When there is food, there is less criminality. When people feed very well, they think less of committing unnecessary crime. So there is nothing. Before we look at what, let us convince those ones, because that is where the investment will happen, to make it attractive. If not, if the people in Biafra land are not having the mentality of agriculture, the people come, they will end up stealing their things, destroying it. They don't care. They will say, you come here to do. We have to install this mentality on those on ground before we look for people, because even if as those people farming there, they are still bringing it to our land. So but let us make farming a culture in our place. The pastors, the bishops, the GOs in Biafra land must take it as a responsibility to urge all their church members to make sure they participate in this farming season. It's very, very important. If we need to beg them, let them shoot. We need to talk to them. If we need to tell them, we will say it so that it is good for me and you.
We must continue. This issue, although as you said, after 30th May, we continue in details about this, because there are many things to talk about. Therefore, we shall go into a few minutes break so that when we come back, we shall open the lines so that people will start asking just few questions, and if there are announcements for the 30th May, it will or it should be made. Please do not go away. We shall be right back. Do not go away.
May 2024 coming. We are Biafrans, people from the land of the rising sun, the glory of the black race, the ambassadors of peace, and the forerunners of freedom for Biafra and the world.
Land of the rising sun we love and cherish, beloved homeland of our brave heroes. We must defend our lives or we shall perish. We shall protect our hearts from all.
Biafran's Heroes and Heroines Remembrance Day 2024, coming on the 30th of May. From the days of our ancestors till this very day, blood have been shed, so many blood have been poured. Many have sacrificed and many have been sacrificed for the sake of our freedom. Both life and blood have been lost for the sake of our motherland, Biafra. Respect and honor is all they demand from us for watering our path to eternal freedom. We remember the unforgettable and one of the worst genocide ever committed in the history of the world, the Biafra War genocide. We remember our great freedom fighters, warriors, and leaders of hope. We remember the killings of innocent Biafrans in the north and in the west of the Republic of Nigeria. We remember the victims of Asaba Massacre, Aba Massacre, Emene, Ibocha, Obibo, Onisha, Olo, Mpo Massacre, etc. We remember those that choose death rather than be the possession and slaves to another human being. We remember those who suffered and died under the brutality and inhuman treatment of the slave owners. We remember all victims of wickedness against Biafrans by the enemies of Biafra. We, the indigenous people of Biafra, IPOB worldwide, remember our fallen heroes, and so a total lockdown, sit at home in Biafra land and in Nigeria on this day will take place by all Biafrans, freedom fighters, lovers of peace, truth, and freedom. The world must always be made to remember them through our respect, as we remembered in the years gone by and have been remembering. We shall remember again with greater love and respect to our heroes. This is all we owe them. Please be part of this coming Biafra Heroes and Heroines Remembrance Day as a Biafra, friends of Biafra, or as a lover of freedom and truth. Coming on the 30th of May 2024, spearheaded by the IPOB movement under the Commander Supreme Leadership of Mazi Kanu. This announcement is coming to you from the IPOB All State Media Desk under the leadership of Mazi Kanu.
Defending this shall be a dedication. Spilling our blood without a breath.
Welcome back. This is Radio Biafra HAUSA-SERVICE coming to you through Radio Biafra London. My name remains Mazi Chinedu from Alo province of Biafra land. Our lines are now opened. Our lines are now opened, and our direct line, as usual, is +1 213 328 6224. I repeat, +1 213 328 6224. Our WhatsApp and Signal line is +61 405 142 547. I repeat, +61 405 142 547. Please, when you call, you either ask your question mostly on concerning our heroes and heroines Remembrance Day, or if you want to make announcements or about your preparations, or you tell the people that is in your zone or in your area what they need to know about the 30th May, please, and you make it as brief as possible. Please let us limit these preambles, thanking you, please. I used to say it in my program. This is not the time of thanking. So I will go first of all on the caller on Signal, with the first caller on Signal. Can you hear me? Please go on. Welcome to the program, caller.
Yes, Maz, I can hear you.
Mazi.
Maz, good evening, sir. It has been a long due to where I am. Mazi Chinasa Nworu, Udodrege, you will live and see Biafra. My greeting to HODs. Mazi Chikodezemo, you will live and see Biafra. IPOB can never be a family business. We reject that. Mazi Chinasa Nworu, I have a question. And also I have advice. My advice to our media warriors: we must obey the command of DOS. Whatever DOS says goes. First of all, my name is Mazi Fanyi. Mazi Fanyi calling from his location. We are on ground. No shaking. On Thursday is our day to remember our people that died during the Biafra civil war. Genocide, not a civil war, is a genocide. My father fought the war, which means on that Thursday, my father is still alive. I will celebrate him, and also I will celebrate the dead ones. And also, we must keep that day holy. That's the advice to our people. Because we don't have any other day to celebrate them except 30th of May every year. I just want to emphasize. So this is my advice to our media warriors. Don't think that you have arrived. Don't think that you are more than the other. Once our GOC come here and announce your name as an insubordination man or woman, sorry for your name. We Biafrans, we media warriors or writers, we will dislike you and disfollow you. No matter who you think you are, you must obey the DOS. That's the last order. And that's what our leader told us. If you think that if our leader is in the hand of enemy, you want to do your wish, your name is sorry. I don't have any other thing to talk about that one. But just wait, let your name be announced in Radio Biafra. You will know that you are nobody. That is IPOB that makes you who you are. Anara Yogi Biko, if you like, continue. If you don't like, do your wish. Mazi, my question is this. Please, Mazi Chinasa, I want to know what the action that is going to take about these companies that threaten our people. Most of private company in this Biafra land are threatening our people. That which we are receiving the message and information that on Thursday they did not come to their work. They will book them absent and they will not pay them. Mas, I want you to emphasize, because if they start intimidating our people, these companies owned by Hausa and the Fulani and the Yoruba people, try to force our people to disobey our young youth and our guests who is suffering and doing their work, and threatening them that if they do not come to work on 30th of May, they are going to sack them or they are going to cut their salary. Maz, what is your take? So, because we are not playing,
There we
and the Biafra must be restored.
There we thank you.
May God bless you, Maz. That's my.
There we Mazi Chinasa.
Mazi, number one, an order is an order. I know very clearly it's not every company. If there is any company, even after 30th May, that tries, as when those companies did not come, if that company belongs to Biafra or somebody who respects the people who died, I don't think they may threaten people. They may threaten people maybe in the north, not in Biafra land. And I would like, if such company exists after 30th May, we should be informed. It's very simple, because I know we have respected every institution in Biafra land. Letters were given to market leaders. We informed transport union, traditional rulers, government officials, even the governors, to respect this. And anybody who tries to, go against it, he will have issues with Biafra. He will have issues with IPO. This is a very simple order, and we are not going to talk what we are going to do or no. What will happen? Any company that does that, because there will be no transport. So I wonder how even the company who is saying we will know how himself will go to the work. That is to show you these are all enemies who want to, there must be opposition. Put that one in your mind. They must. So sometimes when we give that order, they threaten, they say that, if you don't come, you do, because they want to, in a company, they always look for a way to cut people's money. You have to know that. Sometimes you do nothing, they cut your money. So for another way, they have found an opportunity, they will cut off some money from people. But they can't threaten people, knowing quite well that the whole Biafra land is shut down. They will tell us, or if he have transport, he should go and pick them from their houses. That is all I will say. But I would like, if there is company that try to maltreat our people because there was a shutdown, lockdown in Biafra land, then that company should be made known. Just if you feel, just post it on the radio Biafra page. Let us get. If you are afraid to contact IPOD, we have our official numbers, inquiry numbers. Send it to that particular place. Then you remove your mouth from the subject.
Caller on WhatsApp, please go on, please. Can you hear me? Caller on WhatsApp, there is no time to wait. Please, can you hear me? Caller on WhatsApp. Once again, caller on WhatsApp, can you hear me? Mazi, we are going to put manyo chaki we ku Gani Rubicon.
Mazi, good evening. Mazi, it's just now that I'm hearing your voice, please, sir.
Okay, go on. Okay, go on.
Yeah, Mazi, good evening. Mazi Chinedu, and I greet Mazi Chinasa Nworu. Okay. I'm hearing you, Mazi. I'm hearing you.
No, Mazi, I don't know whether you are having problem with your... Go on, I don't know. You need to call back, please. There is no time to wait. Caller on signal, can you hear me? Caller on signal, can you hear me? Please go on.
No, Mazi Jonathan, can you hear me, Mazi?
The whole world is hearing you. Please go on.
Thank you, Mazi Jonathan, and our GOC, Mazi Chinasa Nworu, Nde Wonyisi, Tagazi Bora, Kewachinekekeo. Our leader remains Nnamdi, Kanu, a prisoner of conscience. And on October 13th, judgment of appeal court will stand, 2022. Mazi, in the spirit of our memorial remembrance, which is the month we as Biafra mourn and remember those who fought for us to be alive today to continue this honorable task of liberating our motherland, which British caged us through Nigerian contraption. Mazi, in line with this, because great injustice has been happening in our land, and I was so happy to hear when our leadership mentioned the fact that we have migrated to a state actor, and that's what it should be, Mazi. This company is located somewhere in Asawanopa West local government in Abia State, and it's a Chinese company. It's called Inner Galaxy. This company, the Chinese people bought this land from a community there called Umori. They stole their land, bribed them through the state government, criminal OKZ bars. They stole their land and handed it over to the Chinese people. Used the 144 battalion to be protecting them while they are killing our people in the name of employing them. There is an event that happened there last 2 weeks, Mazi. This event happened that a young lady who is working there as a crane operator, because a Chinese man who is also working there make advances on this particular lady, and that lady refused. They were working, this Chinese man, a Chinedu friend, this particular lady down, and that lady died instantly. And this kind of thing has been happening in that company. Even when people leg will be cut, their hand will be cut by machine. Chinese will be paying communities 200, 100,000, 150,000, 300,000. This is what they have been doing in our land. And the army is there collecting money from people on daily basis. That place even self has become a dump for prostitution, criminality, everything that is happening around that HAUSA in Upper West local government. The leadership also need to, because even Fulani herdsmen, that side there, they have become their village. There is a place they call Ozako City there. They have even occupied land and taken it away from the communities and make it their own, because they have series of checkpoints of police from there to Lobi, go down to Port Harcourt. So this is an information on that. And I will also make a proposal in line with what the leadership have just said this night, that the next comment 30th May, if we have to still wait for next 30th May before Biafra will be restored, because we are not going, but we will continue until the last day, Mazi. If it has to be like that, which we welcome, and we also pray that we will be alive to witness whatever that will happen, let there be, because we know the first 30th May, our leader erected a senator which the zoo destroyed. This time around, if it had to happen, let it be that we will erect a statue of one of our heroes. If be it Kemba, be it Philip F, and be it even that Bruce Merrock, an American who died for us, so that the zoo will come and destroy it again. Let's see. Mazi, in this I'll end my submission. I will thank the leadership for what they are doing. In DOS we stand in there with Mazi Agazio.
There were. Let me see. I have callers on direct line, but I cannot pick them and keep them. I cannot pick them and keep them because they are paying, mostly from ground zero. Therefore, I have caller on WhatsApp. You have dropped. Cannot hold. Now let me take another caller on WhatsApp. Caller on WhatsApp, can you hear me? Welcome to the program. Caller on WhatsApp. Caller on WhatsApp, can you hear me? Please go on. Can you hear me?
Good evening, Jonathan.
Ndewo, Mwada.
Name and location withheld. Mazi Jonathan, can you hear me? Because I cannot hear you, but you pick.
The whole world is hearing you. Go on, please. Go on. Go on.
God bless you. Agune Chamber. Uhuru Chiamasa. Mazi, I would have loved to ask questions, but because of your post that I cited 3 days before, I would rather make contributions. Because that post broke me down. I read that post, I was broken. Not just that day only, but after that day, I remained broken. Mazi, can you hear me?
Well, then go on.
I want to talk about these, our social media. I don't want to call them frontliners or whatever they think that they are. But my contribution there is I want to tell those people that the shame and disgrace that are bringing upon themselves and not upon us, the freedom fighters, we filter them away out of social media. This group of people has been trying to cause social nuisance on social media since they joined IPOB or since the kidnap of our leader Nnamdi Kanu. These are the people who go from one group to another. They join this group. They begin to talk against the other group. These people, they become so profanatory. They are so uncivil. They are so unethical, even to imbibe by the IPOB code of conduct. Yet, they are the ones to be boasting to you about IPOB code of conduct. What these people write and what they say on Facebook about their leaders, about their fellow members, is not just, those things are not just snippy, but they're so objectionable. These people, they are so shameless about what they say and about what they write. And I don't know how these people could be so unethical and uncivil not to understand that leaders are respected, that they are subject to their leaders. But these people feel they can advise the leadership on social media. They felt they've done so much on this very struggle. To me, I don't know, when you are doing teamwork, this is the work that all of us are doing, and we are yet to achieve our goal, and some people are already claiming that they have done better than the other. How can an eye tell the nose that I'm more important than you? How can the leg show to the hand I am more important? Who told these people simply because they show their faces and they brag? And someone will come to social media and tell you, do you know what it means to show my face on social media? What the hell? You don't think about people who have lost their parents, people who have lost even their only child. Some people have two sons, they've lost them on this very struggle. Some children have lost homes, parents, no one remembers them. I know so many members who has gone on this struggle, and it is simply that you're bringing your face on the social media that make you to be dancing the dancing of Surugede. I am ashamed of them. Only see, if not that you have said that you will call their names, only see we know them. Because by what they write, the word of God said that by their fruits we shall know them. And the word of God said again that he that puts his hand on the hoe and is looking backwards is not fit it for my Father kingdom. Biafra has not yet come. We have not achieved our goal. And you are bragging, you are boasting, because you are this, because you are that. No one has fought more than the other. Those who have given their best are the ones who have split their blood. The ones who are lowered in the grave. There were ones who were thrown into borrow pit. They were bombed, they were poured acid while they were even alive. They should remember the bodies floating on Ezu River. These were the people that should be boasting, but these people are so very glorious that they felt that they have done much, that they can't even listen to leaders, they can't even be ashamed of themselves. These people, we are fed up with them. And I want to remind those people on social media, they should learn from Biafra land, all states media. No Biafra land media has ever risen one day on social media to berate either his or her unit leader, Zulu leader, local government, talk of the states, let alone who amongst all the states media has one day berated Mazi Chinasa.
I don't know. I think the line just cut off. I don't know why. So I think we have gotten her message. Let us move on. As long as it's a suggestion, let us move on. Caller on signal. Please go on. Can you hear me? Caller on signal.
Yes, I can hear you.
There we go.
Yeah.
Go on.
There was Mazi Jonathan and Mazi Chinasa Nworu. Chima Nabo from Ireland. I have a question to ask, or questions. I think 2 years ago, within that period, we paid a TV. We are told that the TV, they're going to install TV that will be seen on channel. And sometime, was it this year or last year, we saw on the Italy where they rent a place for it. And I was expecting to be watching it from the channel. So, and I couldn't find it. So one of our meeting on our family unit, I asked my coordinator what happened. I can't find this on the channel. And he told me that he's on
you mean the
YouTube
on the TV, on a mainstream television channel. Is that what you mean?
Yes.
Okay,
DTV, yes.
Okay.
I was expecting it to be on the channel.
Okay.
Yeah, and I was told that I can watch it on social media. You know, so I said, is that what we paid for? Open it on social media. You don't have to pay anything to open it. Anybody can open a page. You know, so I'm trying to understand what, you know, if the leadership can explain to us, you know, because I was expecting by now we have so many rooms to, you know, propagate our freedom through Biafra Nollywood, Biafra movies, music, you know, and the work you are doing on the radio, you know. So that was why I was kind of trying to know if I can be seeing it on the channel. So that was the first question. The second question is, you know, I need to lay a bit of foundation, so that I'll ask the question. Odumegwu Ojukwu, the internal leader, started this movement, the Biafra, to emancipate us from the British terrorism, which some people might call colonialism or imperialism or whatever. We know his parents, we know he's a bona fide Igbo man. You know, his name is Bray. Rafa Wazirike localized it. We know his house. We know him very well. He's from Okwe, just like Dim is from Nnewi. Then Onyendu Nnamdi internationalized it. We know him. He's from Afaru Belku. And now we have the last man standing, headed by the Chike Doziem, who we know where he's from Ihioma. So these are bona fide Igbo people. And the DOS, I want to know if they understand they are the last men standing there, whether they know they are the hope of the Biafrans, right? And I'm not trying to answer the question for them, but if assume Chinasa said yes, then my second question on that is, right, that when Onyendu traveled, we understand to Kenya when he was kidnapped and rendition to Nigeria, that the DOS is not aware of that, right? And then in the Nyanya close account, DOS wasn't aware of that. Then the council, only the council was changed. My question is, did DOS aware of that? If they are not aware of it, how long will we be making these decisions, excluding the leadership? That's my third question. I understand, before I conclude, I understand that Chinasa has made a comment about Onyendu has right to get any counsel. Even Lord Luchechi said it. Yes, I understand that, but Onyendu was kidnapped and rendition because of Biafra, not on a personal basis. I understand that. But the question remains, how long will we continue if we now have the hope? Our hope now lies on DOS. How long will that decision will be making, excluding them? Thank you.
There were Mazi Nasa.
Mazi Ndewo. Remember me, just remind me what's the name of this our brother that asked this question.
Mazi Ikwagesioku, I didn't. Oh, he's gone. He's gone. Mazi, are you still there? Mazi?
No, maybe it's okay, Mazi. It's okay. It's okay.
It's okay.
I hope he's out to listen now to what I'm going to answer. Number one, he asked a question why they are not seeing BTV from satellite. Mazi, I will tell you one thing. Maybe you don't understand how these things work. IPOB were in a satellite, the satellite that is carrying our television and even our radio does not cover around the world. It does not. The satellite companies, they have areas they cover, those ones that are set to carry for you. They used to have regions they carry. That is one of the major problems. You know that when we were using the Israeli satellite before they take us off and sold it to Nigerian government, we're having a little bit coverage down to some certain places. But this particular country that is carrying our satellite, it is not all regions, like you said, I think you said you are in Ireland, it is not all regions that the satellite is being covered. You have to know that. On this radio Biafra, I have educated our people the difficulty we have in securing a satellite company. There was no company we didn't approach. From America, religious satellite companies that carry all this love word, all of them, we begged them and none of them refused to carry any content to Biafra. Finally, a country some of you see as your enemy carried our satellite, and today IPOB can BTV and all our this thing. That is why people can get it on their phone, but you won't get it in the whole of Europe. There are parts of Europe it covers, but I don't think in the Western Europe it is not covering that axis. That is number one. Number two, the BTV is there. You can also download the app and watch programs from the app. I think we have BTV1 and BTV2. It is on the app. There are people who listen to these things. They watch it on a normal television in some countries. but it's not covering everywhere. That is one thing you have to know. We hope that as we progress in this struggle, there may be other companies that will allow so that it can cover maybe those regions that are not being covered. That is one thing I want to let you know on that. Number two, you on the same topic, you talk about those we have encouraged people like videos, musical videos. You say people who can do Nollywood, all these things.
Or
it is not
easy. Short films.
Or short. Yes, we encourage our people who can be able to use their platforms, create content. But it's not, you can't force people to do it. And we can't also make caricature of it because we want something, then we will go for the less. No, we want people who will come up, even if it is, there are skits people are making. People can decide on a movie way, set up their own YouTube, nobody can stop it. They start to promote this kind of short content on radio, on the YouTube, on Facebook. It is people, you don't expect everything. We will push out, give the policy. The ones the leadership will control, we will control. Sometimes you can see a content, you see this is sellable, you see this is well accepted, then you go ahead and try to incorporate them in what you're doing and bring them to your fold. It is very, very important. Music, we have some of our people, they have played music, but we encourage more people to sing. Do you understand me? Video music is not something the leadership will hunt. No. People must volunteer. What we are doing is volunteer. They can even, this skit you are talking, people are making money from skits. They can even do it, promote the Biafra struggle, and they make money from doing their skits. But you talk about Nollywood, it's a different ball game. We don't need anything with the Nollywood because all their things will be censored. If it is about Biafra, they won't allow the movie to no. The social media is there. We have all these places. They can do 5 minutes, 10 minutes skits on issues pertaining Biafra, on comedies, on Biafra. We have encouraged people. And we are looking forward to see people who come up with such brilliant ideas, and they will be promoted as long as it is something that educates and encourages our people to understand the fight we are in. Number two, you asked me about if we know that the burden of the struggle lies on us. Yes, we know very well, and that is why we are still here till today. If we do not know that the responsibility to keep this struggle alive lies on the DOS, we will not be here. We will not take the bullets, we will not take the stabs, we will not take the blackmail, we will not take the betrayal, we will not take everything that we have come on our way. We stood our ground. It is not about me any longer. It is about the millions of people who have trusted their hope, who have put their hope on IPOD. That is why we are here. And that is why we are not losing hope. We will fight. We know it is a battle of life and death. Any mistake we make, Biafrans will be slaughtered. Any mistake we make, Biafrans will be killed like chickens. That is why we must continue to fight. We must continue to confront, to maintain our ground, irrespective of anything that happens. That is why the moment they hold Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, we took actions. But you have to know, as you are planning, the enemies are planning. They will recruit infiltrators, agent provocateurs. That is what they are meant for. They will meant to confront you, to look like as if your people are opposing you. They will be meant to counter anything you are saying, to look like your people are countering you. Some of you are looking down. We are looking ahead. This fight, you see some of them are this is small one. We are waiting for the bigger one. Because by the time Biafra will be coming to actualization, the West, the Nigerian government, they will build an opposition. They will armed to fight IPOB because they will not like IPOB to be in charge of Biafra when Biafra comes. They would like to assassinate people. We know their master plan, and we are ready. They can use anybody to turn against us. They have to. When you are building a government, the opposition, the people you are kicking out from the government, they will be planning. Didn't you see what happened in Congo? Don't you see the failed coup attempt in Congo? They were American nationals, British nationals, and Congolese nationals that wanted to overthrow the government. A country where they killed Patrice Mulumba. They were American nationals and British, and I think they said they're Canadian. They were all there. Did you see America say anything? Did you see British say anything? Had it been the top of the government, the British will shake, the Americans will shake. We know it will come to that stage. Because by the time Biafra is restored, by the time you see everybody is a target, they will target people they will kill through aeroplane crash, they will target people they will assassinate, they will target people they will recruit. Their recruits are already in America and in UK. The Nigerian government agents, they are many. That is where they go and look at what happened in South Sudan. Go and look at Salva Kiir. Look at Riek Machar. How do they come? They are creating those things, and we are building the immunity to stand. That is why some of you see things. Everybody like the things happening in social media because it massages your ego. Mazi, we are standing, looking ahead for bigger fight. This one you are seeing is a small one. They have not started. They have never started talking against us openly. These ones, they are still doing us something underground. Many of our people are crying, and they don't want to strategize and understand that we are fighting bigger enemies. Don't you know that if Biafra is restored, don't you know that the Nigerian Fulanis will like to have a stake in Biafra land? Don't you know there are interests they will want to secure in Biafra land? Don't you know and they will like to put, don't you see how they are trying to install their own puppets? The Western world try to install puppets in different countries. You think when Biafra comes, they allow you. The fight goes on. It is a fight that every one of us, and we have prepared ourselves. Unless you don't know what we are fighting. If you don't understand the struggle, that's why it is easy for you to fall. You will lose yourself. You will lose God. And they fall prey to the Nigerian government unless you don't know what we are fighting. If you know what we are fighting, you will understand what have made us so hardened, what have been able with empty hand, with content. It is an ideology, and by the grace of Chukwu, we'll be able to withstand Nigeria at that particular level. After they have spent millions of dollars trying to destroy IPOB, it is not by our power, it is by the power of Chukwu and the gods of the land. Who knows we are fighting for a genuine cause. And for the fact that we knew that the gods of the land is behind us, that Chukwu is behind what we are fighting, that is why we can confront our enemies, defeat them, and be able to continue to carry the gospel for the restoration of Biafra. Finally, you spoke about when Mazi Nnamdi in Kenya, we didn't know. I forgot what about you talk about the other lady. I forgot what you said about her, finance. But I want to talk about, I'm not going to go deep inside it. The leadership never said we don't know when they disengage the lawyers that were defending Mazi Nnamdi. I think we have never met, we know when they were disengaged. And it is a dirty politics and dirty game that have led to blackmail us, blackmail the lawyers, that some of them also, they take a bow. I have said it here. We are not saying we are not aware. We have the reasons. We know what happened in the back door, all the things we did to make sure that this thing, but nobody, instead it is blackmail. We say, and we are not going to say it on air, because not everything must be said on air. We tried our best. The leadership tried their best to make sure that these people who are capable, defend Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Elulala knows. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu knows. The people around, they knows. His wife, they knows. We fought to make sure, irrespective of anything, he's our leader. We try to make a point. We try to prove a point. But you know, at a certain point, it will look like as if there is something. That it is not that you want the betterment of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. I said it at the beginning of this program. All of you were here. When we say these court issues going, this is the plans of the federal government, that they will reject this bill, they will reject it. If they take it 100 times, they will reject it. In any way they go to take him out of DSS, they will reject. We told them, don't make this move. We were blackmailed. We were called names. We were insulted. If you are in my shoes, what do you want me to do? Do you know how many people have died in this struggle? A hero is to fight and go. A hero is not the person who went to war front and died. Because you can't tell the story. So, my brother, it is not now for public consumption to say what happened behind the doors. After Mazi Nnamdi Kanu regains his freedom, those subjects can be treated. But for now, it is not for public consumption. It is not things that we can say or air, because it will complicate more issues. We keep certain issues so that it doesn't complicate issues. You give, for example, what I'm saying. If they have said, oh, they have debriefed Ejiofor and Ozekome, those who have the case must face the case and handle it, and stop putting blame on those who are no more in the case. That is my own argument. Let us be focused. If you cannot do it also, you leave and other people takes over. We won't talk about you. You said, you see this case, I cannot handle it. You go away. If there is new people, we focus with the new people. But you can't say that these people are incompetent. They are the ones who keep Mazi Nnamdi Kanu in detention. They don't want you know, everybody now, if you say something, they tell you, oh, you are the one who is working to keep Mazi Nnamdi Kanu in detention. You know, this cheap blackmail. That's why I said our oath will kill many people. It will wipe away many families before Biafra comes, because people have lied and jeopardized, and they make sure that they destroy this movement. People who are under oath, who have tried to jeopardize this struggle. That's why I said the hands of the oath is already grabbing them, and most of them will never go free. Therefore, my brother, the most important thing is that a new set of legal team is handling Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, which is our lawyer and his team. Let them do the job. But one thing I will not do, I will not participate to carry out any false information that I know that is false, just to make somebody feel good. I will not be part of it. Let them carry their job, leave those they have been debriefed, let them, if they cannot do, they will also leave, another group will come, we will not talk about them. It's a very sensitive case. The main goal is, how do we get Mazi Nnamdi Kanu out from the hands of the Nigerian government? How do we secure his release? That is it. We cannot secure it by lies and manipulation. It cannot happen. We must be strategically good, put up the tactics, not cutting deals in the back. Lies will never bring Mazi Nnamdi Kanu out. It cannot. Manipulation, unnecessary. This is a serious case. It's not a case of you come out. No, Nigerian government is ready. Many people involved in this extraordinary rendition. Kenya was involved. Nigeria is involved. The British intelligence is involved. Other intelligence centers, they were involved. So it is not something you just come, you say, I bring him. No. They are all involved. They are all involved. So the earlier we understand these things and understand that the leadership have a lot they are battling behind closed doors to keep Mazi Nnamdi Kanu safe, to make sure that he regains his freedom, you will understand it's a very big fight. It's not what you see on social media. There is nothing close to what is happening behind the closed doors. Thank you, Mazi. I will leave it here.
There were. I have callers lining up. Caller on direct line, please go on. I'll take you before others because you are paying. Caller on direct line, can you hear me?
I can hear you very.
There were, Mazi. Please go on. Wapu also.
I'm not asking questions. I'm only going to make a request. Please, whatever you want us to do.
Mazi, your voice is not coming out as usual as it's supposed to be. I don't know why. Maybe because of the volumes of calls that are coming, but please, can you go on, Mazi, go on.
Am I clear now?
Yeah, you are better. Go on.
So, what I'm saying is this. Whatever you want us to do, let us know. Whichever thing that is not for us to do now, please keep it to yourself. Let the DOS keep it to them. The way things are going now, you have to, it's either you're on board or you're out of board. So, whichever you don't feel like this time is not right. Yes. Only handle line for Diaku Eketala or Borozo Makadi Amama. My request is this: the whole world is listening. Because of their, I want to talk about the antics of Nigerian Army, Nigerian DS, Nigerian Police, Nigerian Council, all that are in the land, particularly 30th of May event that we are talking about. Before that, in the past, they sent some hoodlums, and after robbing the bank, they left Biafra just to incriminate IPOB. Now you recall several places, even in Delta, the way they call Delta, they are some people and say, this is Biafra flag. They have been doing that all the time. Now that the last broadcast before the 30th, please throw more light on the antics of Nigerian intelligence, because nobody knows what they are cooking. So that whatever they do, we will hold them responsible. I want to say thank you.
There were, Mazi, although the voice didn't come out as it's supposed to. Please, I am urging each and every one of us calling. If you call, you will have Bluetooth or anything, please remove it. It used to make your voice not clear. I'm talking if, please call direct on the telephone and talk through the telephone directly without even on the speaker. Please, it becomes more clearer. Mazi Chinasa, I don't know, you had him.
Mazi, frankly, I didn't get him very well. I don't know if you can just...
no, he talked about the antics of the Nigerian army and that are everywhere in Biafra land in this 30th May. So that you should, in case of, all these intimidations or anything, that you should talk more about, how all these things should be done on the 30th May, which the Nigerian army blockades everywhere, or occupation everywhere. and police?
Mazi, yes, it's very simple. I have said it here. That's why we ask everybody. Between 7 and 8 tomorrow, 29th, make sure you are at home. Make sure you are in your place. The Nigerian military also are not fools. They are not going to come to your house to drag you. This is not the first time we are engaging in a sit-at-home order. We have been doing it successfully for many years. During sit-at-home, it doesn't cause any problem when you sit in your place. We are not going to tell you, that sit in your place and pray for our people that have died. That day is a remembrance day. It's not a day to tap by one. We are not asking you go and celebrate all this thing, but wherever you are, it's a time of reflection. Parents who witnessed the Biafran Civil War, use that opportunity to tell your children stories, because there are many parents who witnessed the Biafran Civil War, who fought the Biafran Civil War. They found it difficult to talk to their children about what they are experiencing. Sometimes the trauma or what they passed through. I have an auntie who saw the war. She's always very worried. So when do you understand me? She's always worried. He told me what I saw in the Biafra war. Is this what you put yourself inside? Do you see this kind of situation? It's a time of reflection. We ask our people, tell the stories. Tell the radio stations, make up programs. Tell people it's not we are just asking because what happened because when you tell these stories, people will understand. When these things, when they see the signs that will lead to another massacre, it can be prevented. But when you capture the information, nothing happens, nobody knows about these things. With the kind of enmity, with the kind of hatred, with the kind of division presently in Nigerian government, another massacre is on the way. People are telling you nothing. Do you understand me? No, we must tell our story. So, therefore, Mazi, we are asking you to stay at home. The military can be on an empty street. We don't have problem. And also, we want to use this opportunity because some criminals, the sit-at-home order has gone down. People are now going back to their normal businesses. But there's some criminals, all these autopilots, they have gotten a chance. All these days, they have gone inside. You will see. How you will see their signs is tomorrow they will look for who to kidnap. Maybe they will think some people are in the house. Maybe he will be in the house. They will go to look for people to kidnap in those axes where they are. The military will not go, and they know. I told you now that they are four poles in Imo State where they protect them, but they will be there tomorrow. The boys will cross to go to kidnap somebody that they will get ransom. And how will this? That is what is happening. So, Mazi, if you stay in your house, nobody comes to your house. They already knew. As we make our press release, we tweeted to the Nigerian military, to the police. They should respect themselves. They should respect. Because we are not coming saying challenge. Let them respect themselves. It is the right thing to do. Those things they are doing is not going to stop us. It's not going to stop us. Because there is a time they will do it, then it will be on the street unless they know. We have sacrificed our people. Our people have been sacrificed. Their freedom. So we have nothing to lose. I doubt any one of them will come out tomorrow, the Nigerian military, but they will use the criminals to try to attack people and say, you see, IPOB have come here to attack people. They will not come out. Themselves will not go to attack. But what you will see is they will do what? Use some criminals so that they will write in newspaper that IPOB sit-at-home order turns chaos. They will even shoot some people who will not go to attack. But what you will see is they will do what? Use some criminals so that they will write in newspaper that IPOB sit-at-home order turns chaos. They will even shoot some people who will not go to attack. But what you will see is they will do what? Use some criminals so that they will write in newspaper that IPOB sit-at-home order turns chaos. They will even shoot some people who
Okay, good. We must continue. Let me see. I have callers on WhatsApp and Signal that has gone. I don't know. Now, please, caller on. Let me see who has been there. Caller on Signal. Can you hear me? Caller on Signal. Please go on.
I can hear you, Mazi Jonathan.
There we
Good evening to you, Mazi Jonathan, and good evening to our GOC, Mazi Chinasa Nworu. Good evening from here. My name is Desmond, and I'm calling from Italy. Yeah, Mazi, I want to thank you for this evening program, as it's going to afford me the opportunity to also make this announcement. So what I want to do is to announce to Biafrans in Italy. It is regarding our May 30th here in Italy. So Biafrans in Italy, this is for you an announcement from IPOB National Body Italy, as directed by the IPOB National Coordinator of Italy, Mazi Chinasa. We are inviting all Biafrans, friends of Biafrans, and lovers of our freedom here in Italy to join us on the 30th of May, which is some few hours from now, Thursday, for our commemoration and to honor our heroes and heroines that died that we are living today. The venue of this event will be here in Milano, Italy, and the venue in Milano, the city is Milano, and the venue in Milano is Piazza Duca di Aosta 1. That is Piazza Duca di Aosta 1. Piazza Duca di Aosta 1 is at the front of Milano Central Station. That is davanti alla stazione di Milano Centrale. At the front of Milano Central Station, we invite all Biafrans, friends of Biafrans, and lovers of our freedom to join us on 30th of May in this venue for us to commemorate and honor our heroes and heroines, and also send our message to the world. If you are coming from any city, region, or from any place you are coming from in Italy, please, for directions, if you have any difficulty, yes, that Milano Central Station is very popular, but if you have any difficulty, please call any of this number. Call our officers on +39 351 278 4727 or +39 3511 609 914. The time for this event will be from 10 a.m. in the morning to 2 p.m. in the afternoon. Please, we want Biafrans and lovers of freedom in Italy to join us. It is very important because we are going to have some important guests on this day who will address Biafrans also on what is going on. And we are going to also further send our message to the Italy government, as they have earlier tried to sell a fighter jet to Nigeria to continue of our people. We have to make the message clear and make them understand that any arm they give to Nigeria is not used to fight terrorism. It is used to kill innocent Biafrans, and it doesn't in that Africa space. So please, Biafrans, we expect you to join us. That's this announcement. And Mazi Chinasa Nworu, I want to thank you, and I say, whenever I have something, I always say to talk maybe to any member of the DOS or if people in our leadership that it is only to Kwadiyama that can reward all of you. It's not here, it's not easy. The IPOB leadership, new people are doing what is based on Biafra people. But unfortunately, as you know, sometimes the prophet is not respected in his own land. So our people sometimes ignorantly and foolishly they always go astray. But we must continue. And I urge you all to please continue to go down and continue to strengthen you until we are victorious. And Mazi, you say something very important about next day, which is why I always call on every Biafran, anywhere you are around the world, to support ESN. Because it is very, very important that we support ESN financially. If you're a Biafran and you are not supporting ESN financially, then you are not helping what we are doing. We have to support ESN financially for our land to be protected, for our mothers to be able to go to farm and come back alive, for the liberation of our people. Because we all know what happened to us and we will not allow it to repeat again. So the Biafran support ESN through IPOB unit, IPOB zones, through our paper www.ipob.org, and you'll be directed on how to pay, or through any other means that's approved by HODD or experts. It is a form of fundraising, or that means we must continue to support ESN. It's very, very important. Mazi Jonathan, thank you very much.
Thank you. For you are the first person that came to announce what we are in, honestly speaking. It's surprising. We must continue as we are winding down, because remember that mostly we are here for the commemoration, the Heroes and Heroines Remembrance Day, but many of us have left the situation and we talk about many other things which we should have been talking later. Mazi, can you hear me, please? Welcome to the program.
Yes, Mazi, I can hear you loud and clear. Can you hear me as well?
The whole world is hearing you. Please, go on.
Okay. First of all, I'm having a suggestion here. I want to go to explain some certain things to our people so that they can understand. I was just standing to listen to see what my people is contributing, but there's something that pushed me to call, and what Mazi Chinasa Nworu was explaining to one of our brother that called, and he made it clear he gave an example to the Sudan conflict. Masha and his brother, these are two brothers fighting for the independence of their people, to make sure that they rescue themselves from the Janjaweed as well. But the turnarounds, the Western world turnarounds to use the other one to fight the present, the one that is ruling now, to fight him. Who does that? Is the Western world. Who continuously, funding the other guy because he's an idiot. Who doesn't want to follow his brother to break away from these people? So why am I saying all this? I'm saying all these things because some people, I'm tired of seeing people asking DOS whether they didn't know when Mazi Nnamdi Kanu this or they are not. How come they change lawyer? They didn't know, blah blah blah. This is bullshit as far as I'm concerned. I want to tell my people something.
Please,
this is
mind your word. Mind your choice of word.
It does not matter. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu has been traveled since all this while. Do you know where he is? Do some of us know where exactly he went to? The answer is no. So what is it that this one, he went out and is being kidnapped? Mazi Nnamdi Kanu will never fight Nigerian government on the radio. He has to be on the ground. And he made it clear to us. That he made it clear the last day I go and listen to him. Some of our people, they behave like idiots. They behave like idiots in the sense that they know what it means. They gossip too much. That is why everybody. No, and Mazi Nnamdi Kanu The Nigerian government are dishing out money. They will buy some of us. They will give you house in Dubai. They will promise you heaven and earth. And it's happening right here in our face. And some people are still shishiply because they don't listen, because they don't have no brain to learn. Why are you people still asking this question? Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, yes, he has been kidnapped. What did he tell us? Continue fighting. Did you tell him to fight for organization? The answer is no. He tell you. Anyhow, he tell you when he let breeze blow you and blow you to other side of where he send you. The answer is no. Why do you convince yourself? Why do you keep asking whether this Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is kidnapped or not? Whether Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is here or is not here, we must continue. We keep calling international community to come and help. It's what we have put in place. It's what we have contributed. It's what they have seen us doing, that we are strong without our leader. Before they will now know that these people are determined, they are strong. But look at it, Mazi is not here. Little breeze, some idiot to fall apart. Keep gossiping, keep talking, and you think these people are not watching you. You are delusional, you are stupid because you don't want to learn, because you gossip too much, you want to know everything. And these people live in Europe. Sometimes I look at my people, I say that where did these people come from? Where you don't know that something here. The people fight is funny. You think that people stuff like that and no, we have to do to make sure that they have freedom. Because Onyendu is not, without Onyendu today, can't we push on? Is that what you're telling me, that these people that are gossiping, without Onyendu, can't we push on? Can't we tell the whole world that even without Onyendu, we must get what we want, because we have been killed since the amalgamation of Nigeria. But our people left what they're supposed to do. They are gossiping. That is why it looks like we are struggling in everything. Today,
you have made your point.
The first thing I have to say here is this. What are we doing about this cow? Is it not the time you guys supposed to be dead clarity on this cow? Because the international community knows that these people, they use their cows to kill our people. They use their cows to destroy our crops. They know that we are human beings. We're supposed to live. After all, America fight Britain to get their independence, to be who they are today. If you go to British, if you want to go and take their passport, read life in UK, you will see it there. It's there for everybody to read. So we cannot fold our hand and watch these people keep killing us. What are we doing about this? Their cattle. Is it not the time we impose that penalty on our people? It doesn't matter what everybody think about it.
Mazi. Let me say something before Mazi Chinasa come in. I don't know. I was talking. I tried to talk, but he's not here. He wasn't hearing. Anybody that asks question, because people have different ways of understanding. The way you understand and the way I understand might be different, and the rate might be different. So please, I suggest that we don't attack any person that asks question. Please. That is what I'm saying. Mazi Chinasa Nworu, can you hear me? Please go on. Mazi,
yes, Mazi, I can hear you. Yes, yeah. Mazi, I can hear you.
Go on.
Mazi, I consider something our brother said as as a contribution, and towards the end he talked about the cattle. Mazi, the issue of Fulani herdsmen and ESN, the Nigerian government used to say the sovereignty of Nigeria is non-negotiable. For Fulani to leave our land is non-negotiable. You understand me? They must leave our land. And the ESN is doing their job. Even during this period, they wanted to try IPOB, they wanted to try ESN. They thought they would have used this month to come into our land in certain areas, and they know they got it hot. I want to also make it very clear, very, very clear, because you spoke about, we have the intelligence report after the ESN chased these Fulani herdsmen in our farm between Anambra and Enugu. Twice, the Nigerian military have been sent to attack ESN on 2 occasions, and they failed. Now, with our intelligence around them, in one of the meetings of the Meeti Allah inside one of the mosques in Anambra, they were bitterly discussing that ESN have killed their cows worth billions, and that they give money to the military. The military went the first mission and couldn't dislodge ESN. They went for the second time, they couldn't dislodge ESN. They know what I'm saying now, they will be surprised. And in that mosque, they were saying that they are going to give the military another money, the last chance. They will give them the last money, the third time. If the military fail to go to dislodge ESN in all those the Fulani routes where they are carrying their cattle, that they will now import some of their people from other countries from the north to come and do the job for them. And I'm saying this evening, it's a welcome development. Let them bring those their people, let them import those their terrorists from other countries and from the north to come and see the ESN we are waiting. They know what I'm saying. They say that the governors are not doing anything, that the governors are blaming them, that they are destroying. So they are not happy. Therefore, every information, everything discussed, it is in our reach. They have, because of what their evil plans are, ESN is always ready to wait for them. But I want Biafrans and the government, because this is where our people need to talk. The question is this: have you asked yourself how the Fulani herdsmen will be at the back of military barracks, in the back of police station? Do you think it is possible if the owners of that cow, if the people sponsoring them are not behind, are not just close to them? Because if a Fulani herdsman can be able to camp at the back of a military barracks, or just a throne's throw from where the militaries are, that means the military know what they are doing. That is how they hand them over guns, they go and commit crimes. We spoke about the one that was the one that exposed Enobo. And we saw where this man, what do they call him? This man, the Nazonde Upo, because Abugazi Bondo, Atoeze. We have his information. We have his way, his Mafian way, how he killed people with his golden gun at any little mistake. The only investment fully they can bring is they say it's a cattle market. A cattle market. They are not bringing any meaningful something. That is what he brings. Terrorists are in that place because you are serving the North. You will see these people, even a report, an investigation is going on also in Ebonyi State, that Wifum is also into cattle business. You can see them going around the government houses because they are in charge. These cattle belong to them. We are going to unveil all these things because from our investigation, we found out that some of these our politicians intentionally are part of the people bringing these Fulanis to intimidate, not only to hand over land to them, they use them to intimidate their people, their communities. If anybody challenge them in the community, they use the Fulani herdsmen to intimidate you. We are going to unveil all these things, and anybody found wanting into this secret as they are using to intimidate our people, kill our people, people are afraid of them. If you talk, you say, I have Fulani people. If they found anybody wanted, whether you are a governor, we will treat that mess. What I am saying this evening, it is not a threat, it is a promise, and they know we can do it. We owe no apology for any Fulani herdsmen cows killed inside our forest. and we are going to owe no apology. Anywhere we found one thing that the Fulanis are terrorizing our people, we owe nobody apology. We will never take any permission from anybody for ESN to strike. This is a promise. Therefore, my brother, do not worry. A fight we are into is not a fight you close your eye, then you clean it. This is something that has been in our land for many years. The Fulanis, forgetting to how many years, have been dominating our place with their cows. It didn't start today. And it is a fight, everybody. It needs, while we are fighting them, we create awareness until our people, it will go down in the minds of our people. Agriculture we are talking about is people also to come. It is a matter of time. We are Biafrans. We change scenarios. We change events. It is a matter of time. It is not magic. And we don't believe you just say it happened. We don't want to make you feel, have butterflies in your stomach to make you feel happy. We have studied this thing. It is an issue that even the agriculture we are talking, it doesn't mean that by December food, but we will calculate the effort we have made this year. What is the effort we have done? All this attack, all this confrontation we have, Fulani, is it reducing their presence at our place? Yes. Have we cropped them completely? No. Are there people in our land who are part of this game that are holding our land? Yes. Are we ready to confront them? Yes. Are we ready to kick them out of our land? Yes. These are the things you put. And while we are doing it, the result will be showing. At least, we started with agriculture. There is people answered that clarion call, and we're expecting in few months harvest from corn to vegetables. We will see the effect, the positive effect coming in our land. The Fulanis, as we are kicking them out, our people must go into farming with the Diara bits for food. People must go into that to replace. When you are pushing people out, you are replaced so that you have part of that business in your hand. If they can come in, they will follow the model you have implemented in your place. It is because there is no model. There is no condition. They don't pay tax. They don't do anything. They just take people's land. Imagine people like the governor of Enugu. You come, you kick out a community, a farming community, and they want to replace them with a cattle community, a foreign Fulani herdsmen. Farms where people are producing food. You keep them away and they hand it over to Fulani herdsmen, say for their cows. Where does these things happen? That is an evidence that these are all stooges by the Fulani herdsmen, because you signed the Makaban agreement to make sure. This is what happened in Jos, in Kaduna, in all these places, in Taraba, all these places you see Fulani. That was how they signed those Makaban agreements in Benue. And today they are seeing the punishment. When we fight against them, people will. We are not going to talk about what is going to happen in Enugu, but after our 30th May, all those house of what they call them, that the only thing they found out to pass is a bill to put Fulani herdsmen. We will knock at their door one after the other. Nobody can stop us. Nobody can. We will ask them who gave them this impetus to do that. This is Biafra land. IPOB takes control. Anything that will affect our people in future, anything that will affect our people and the life and properties of our, any threat against our people, it is our right to stand in between and make sure we curtail those threats and make sure we protect our people, protect our farmers, protect our people, and make sure there is food, availability of food in our place. Everything we are going to eat must not be imported. Ndewo Mazi.
Ndewo. And therefore, as we are winding down slowly, we are winding down towards the end of this program. Caller on direct line. Hello? Can you hear me, please? Let us be fast. The brief also. Can you hear me? Caller on direct line.
Hello, good evening.
Ndewo Mazi, please, Boppy also, go on.
Good evening.
Ndewo.
Hello?
Call on direct line, please go on. No time to waste. Go on, go on. We are hearing you. Go on.
Please, I'm calling from Nigeria.
Go on, go on. Which part of Nigeria? Mazi, go on, call on direct line. There is no time. Caller on direct line. My goodness me. I don't know. Caller on, let me see who was there. Caller on WhatsApp, please go on. Can you hear me? Please go on. Be as brief as you could.
Yes, Mazi, good evening.
There we go.
I want to greet you and also greet Mazi Chinasa.
There we go, Mazi.
My name is Obuna JP, calling from my location. Mazi, on the issue of 30th May, being next tomorrow, I'm asking Mazi Chinasa, is it not ideal that prayer he talks about that is going to be handed over to all the coordinators? Is it not ideal that it will be made known or given to us, so that as we are sitting at home, we also pray along with them, so that the prayer will be in a uniform? That is number one. And the number two question I want to ask Mazi Chinasa, when you talk about the agricultural revolution, and he mentioned that he will talk with the pastors, he's calling the pastors, the bishop, and some of them. What my question is it the same pastors that are preaching for miracle money? Are they now going to leave the miracle money and start telling their members to go and farm? How possible is it for them to reach the miracle money they are preaching for their members to now talk about telling their members to go to the farm? And lastly, Mazi, I want to please, last ESN donation or fundraising they made in US, some of us pledged, and they assure us that they will call us and give us an account number to put the letter we pledged. But since then, we've not received any call from anybody directing us on how to go about it. Please, if they will get in touch with those people, let them, because when you make a promise, it's like you are owing a debt, so that we can free ourselves from that debt we are owing. Thank you, Mazi.
There we go.
My brother, thank you for your questions. I will pick it one after the other. The first one you asked about the prayer. Mazi, this prayer update it comes with a program, how we conduct our 30th May. If you belong to a family member and you want, I'm sure you have a coordinator, you can request it through your coordinator. We are not posting it on social media because it's our program. If you have a coordinator and you want to observe at home while you are observing at home, that's a very good one. And I will urge the coordinators in Biafra land, they can make it available on your platforms. Those who are in Biafra land, we have prayer nights. All those things can be conducted also if you want to do it at home. But actually, the program for people who are gathering, the protest, all those things, it's a kind of our ritual for this 30th May. That is number one. It doesn't stop if you want to do it at home. You can. If you have your family members, you want to organize it, there is no problem with that. But secondly, you spoke about the Mazi. Let me tell you, they say only change is permanent. And anybody who cannot change his mind cannot change anything. In our present, we have seen some pastors who have changed from preaching fictions, and they have started facing the reality. Some of them have retrieved from certain ways they talk. Some of them talk, with a deceptive tone. Many of them have retrieved that. We know that already. We don't see all this drama. Everybody's trying to outdo each other. In as much as we know that there are many people who are using churches to defraud our people, to deceive our people, I still also believe there are responsible men in Christendom, especially in Biafra land. We are not going to, because of certain people or certain behavior, they are an institution. It is our duty to correct them. And you can agree with me that we have made changes in Biafra land. IPOB have changed the mindset of what is happening in Biafra land. Whatever that is happening today in Biafra land, in a positive way, IPOB is the initiator. Something our people have been inside for many years. It is time most of them have understood. Gradually. Before, it can be very difficult. It's not everybody will say, man, I have been swimming in ignorance. The changes are going there. We are any way they want to put it, because we know as we drop this message, many of them will also pass this information to their church members. We have churches who are still have responsible people, irrespective of what all these Pentecostals and all of them are doing. They have all their faults, their ills, and the shortcomings. But it will not stop us not to deliver the message. If God is a kind of, you want to set up law, you said this for this person. No. What we are encouraging is for everybody, irrespective of. I'm sure some of them will pick this message. They may find a way to deliver this. They may not say it on the pulpit when a video will be there, but they may call meetings and they will deliver the message. In any way the message is delivered, it's a welcome development. We will continue to say it. I can tell you that sometimes our people think many crops in Biafra land is just only once for the year. No. Cassava are planted 2 times in a year. Every 6 months, you harvest your cassava. Plantains are 7 to 9 months. You harvest your plantain. Maize can be planted 3 times in a year. Every 3 months, you can plant all those things. Pumpkin is continuously. These are the things when you open the idea, we see the advantage. That is what we want in Biafra land. We will encourage them, we will continue to talk to them. If they don't want to hear, if we need to yap them, we need to mock them for them to do, we will do that to make sure that they fall in line and let our people produce what they eat. For now, we are talking about just to produce, to eat. Time will come. We want people to be celebrity in agriculture. I was watching a program in South Africa where farmers in part of, I think part of Cape Town, one area, farmers are coming for a meeting. They say it's a program for a harvest, for the year harvest. Farmers are coming with helicopters and small private jets. Farmers arriving. We want celebrities, we want people, businessmen who will be hit their chest to say I made my money through farming. That is the things we are looking for in Biafra land. I mean, I saw it, I was surprised. They came for a harvest. Everybody come with his private jet, small private jet with helicopters. All the farmers all have those things. Not churches, not pastors. I mean, farmers. So that is what we are encouraging. Irrespective of anything, there must be a shift in paradigm. And that is what we are working, and we know it is going to come to pass. And finally, Mazi, I'm sure those who organize the fundraising in America, they have listened to what you have said. And apart from them listening, I will try to remind them the message you just delivered. But I'm sure they have heard it, that some of you who participated, so that you can redeem your donation. There is no problem. If they don't respond to you, but I will still make a reminder to them so they can do the follow-up. Thank you, Wachineke.
There, let me caller on calls are pouring in, but I let this caller be the last caller. But I wanted somebody calling on direct line since. Let me see whether you can call. Honestly, you have been calling, but you don't have luck. You don't know how to time the call. I think, but no, no way. So let me take this caller that has been here on Signal. You be the last caller, please. Caller on Signal. Can you hear me? Please go on. Mazi Madabuchi.
Yes, my brother, I'm hearing you. Thank you for picking this call because that is our 30th of Remembrance Day. I salute our GOC, Mazi Chinasa Nworu, Onya Gadrema. I salute you all. Good evening, Biafrans and lovers of freedom. I'm reaching you, I'm reaching you from the Netherlands. Please let me do this announcement before I continue. The IPOB in the Netherlands is inviting you to our Heroes and Heroines event that is upcoming, and our ESN donation also that will take place on that same day, being 30th of May. The time is 10 a.m. We gather at Ganzenhof metro station. Immediately you alight from the metro, you will see our people opposite the bus stop and the metro station. You will see us and we join us. From there, we proceed to our event ground where we do our ceremonies for the remembrance. And from there, we move en masse to go to our venue for the light refreshment and ESN donation. And that venue, for record purposes, is Charity House by Madref, 1239, and that is the address. The postcode is 1103 Tango X-ray. That is 1103 TX, Ganzenhof, Amsterdam. For inquiries, please call +31 687 9020 75. And I repeat, +31 687 9020 75. And alternatively call +31 644 849 174. And I repeat, +31 644 849 174. Yes, thank you, my brother, for giving me this opportunity to do this announcement on this prime time. You know, I want to remember to our people the discipline what we are known for in IPOB. And that is what also our leader said even before he was kidnapped, that what DOS says goes. So I'm appealing to our people to eschew the spirit of division and Mr. Know-it-all. This is not Iwo or town union or any other town union. This is indigenous people of Biafra. We are known for our discipline. We must support DOS and we must support the ESN financially and otherwise. Coming to, I thank our brother and the GOC, Mazi Chinasa Nworu, for the explanation he gave about the cow situation, because it's a source of concern always. But what I want to say also is to tell our people that we have other means of creating protein. Like what our brother Chinasa said, in the Netherlands, the richest people are the farmers. Of all things, do you know that only flour, the Netherlands exports flour to 100 billion euro in a year? Only flour before you go to food, the cheese and chicken and all whatnot. So what I'm telling our people, we have to create other forms of animal husbandry that will give us protein except cow, because honestly, people are being advised to eat less, if not no cow meat here. So what they call white meat is taking the place of cow or cow meat or beef. You have chicken, you have duck, you have goose, you have turkey, and the rest of them. So our people should go into other forms of protein. Even you have plant protein, you have what we call fuel, you have what you call akede, and what you call okpa, and all those animal protein and plus other animal proteins. So our people, let's keep faith with IPOB while we pray and work for the restoration. For the release of our leader and for the restoration of Biafra. God bless Biafra. Thank you, my brother. Good night. Good night, Chinasa Nworu. Good night.
Caller on direct line. Please make it as brief as possible. Caller on direct line. Mazi, can you hear me?
Sir. Good evening, sir. This is now Good evening, Mazi Chinasa. Uncle, we thank you so much for being there for us. Please, I will love to give in this scope as Mazi Chinasa, please. But what I'm about to say should have been a direct question to you, but because of your name, personally, your name is not really a good one when people whisper it in the ears of our enemies. So because of that, I will suggest you answer it in your own way, so that when they hear me saying it, they will understand that it was not meant for you to answer, because I've been suggesting that we should have some sort of issue platform where we'll always be inviting maybe you will be there, then also our lawyers will be there, so that some legal things we ask them, then the one they can answer, they answer, so that people will not misconcept us. So why am I saying this? Considering this 48 hours celebration, or should I say, remembrance of our hero and heroine, I think I have come close to ask a question to myself. I said, if a country that had been celebrating 1st October, celebrating 27th May, I can remember when I was in high school, that day I thought I don't eat food because I'm so excited that I'm going to march for one idiot somewhere, And on 1st October, I will use green and white, bread on my head, do everything around the street, jumping up, going to church, disturbing people, forming like say I love Nigeria past my life. Then at the end of the day, that same country, like this one that just passed, there is no school, there is no stadium, there is no sign of anything happening on 27th May, and the last October, 4th October wasn't recognized in Nigeria. And those companies who deduct money from their workers, who sacked them, who questioned them for shutting down and all that, did not came up against them in these few times that I've witnessed it recently in Nigeria. Now, the question I'm trying to ask the legal people who knows more than Nnamdi Kanu and the DOS and every other person among IPOB, why is it that we trying to remember our day that our heroes and heroines were depicted amongst us? Even 12th of June, they remember it for Abiola. Now, why is it that nobody, in short, this question goes beyond Nigerian nations, the three nations that made up Nigeria. I'm talking about also inclusive of the OAU and the UN, also everybody. Why is it that they have never recognized or asked questions, this thing that these people are looking for, is it legal? Then if it's legal, let's come to directly and ask questions. Why is it that you're not releasing this man? And why are you interrupting people who want to respect their brothers and sisters that you killed? And you say there is no vanquish and there is no victor. So I don't know if my question is coming up well, but all I'm trying to say is that I our legal terms to sit beside you and sometimes answer us these questions, because I get mad that I'm coming on 30th to respect my father, and somebody is telling me it's the wrong thing to do. Please, that's the only thing for now. Thank you, sir. I love you all.
There were. Mazi Chinasa, please go on then towards, because this is the last call, towards your closing remarks, please. And any announcements, if you may.
Okay, thank you, Mazi Chinedu. Thank you, Biafrans, for listening this evening. To this end, I wish every Biafran that will be going out there on 30th May, in commemoration for our 30th, for our heroes and heroine celebration. We know how we do when we go out to protest. We are the most peaceful movement that are fighting for their freedom. For many years, IPOB have been demonstrating, protesting in diaspora. We have never caused any problem, and we expect that to happen. Our fight is in Biafra land, in diaspora. Our mission is to continue to create awareness. This year, IPOB have mashed out their plans, how they are going to succeed and make use of all the foreign contacts they have to make sure we push the restoration of Biafra to another level. For those of you at home, this simple order is for everyone. Tell your families, tell your people, we don't want to see people outside. You said you are coming out to do this. We don't want to hear stories. Put in your mind that anybody that got shot tomorrow on 30th, they will claim IPOB is responsible, while IPOB is not going to enforce. Because we know our people, they are sensible people. They know the voice of the indigenous people of Biafra. They know our voice. That is why I'm here today on air, and Mazi Dozim will be on air on 30th to also speak to Biafrans. And what we are saying is this: it is high time the Southeast politicians, all of them who claim that they are there to represent the people, to avoid, if they feel what we are doing embarrasses them, it embarrasses their ego, it is high time they have to raise the topic that every 30th May must be declared a national holiday in Nigeria. If the war ended in no victory, no vanquish, it is a job they must do. If not, they will be continue to receive this order from the indigenous people of Biafra. If they feel embarrassed, if they feel that tomorrow Abuja will ask them, you are there, these boys have locked down the whole land. If they feel that they are being embarrassed by our orders, it is now the ball left in their court to make sure that 30th May will become a national holiday in Nigeria. That is an assignment for them. If not, we will be continue to lock down Biafra land and do other things. Maybe by next year we will go into another level. That is what will happen in Biafra land. Maybe they will not like it. To avoid, because some of them will say they are being embarrassed by this order, they feel any. So it is better for them, they use all their machineries. What we are asking is not something that cannot be done. It is something they have to do. It is something they have to do for their people. It is something they have to do for educational purposes, to make sure that those who died for the restoration of Biafra, or just because they are Biafrans, are not forgotten. Again, we ask every Biafra, As you are going out there to protest, and those organizing in their place, in their quarters, or wherever, the civic center or hotels or homes, anywhere they are gathering, to make sure that everybody is vigilant. Who comes in, who goes out, because the enemy will always send out their infiltrators who will try to come to sabotage, to infiltrate. And they find, without IPOB, they have no news. We are not going to tell them we don't boast what we can do, because we know we trust ourselves. They know we are dangerous. They know we are men. They know that people piloting this struggle are men of integrity. And they know we are serious. That is why you see them trying to get some people to make mockery of the Biafran struggle. They create all kind of group of people who will come to make caricature of the struggle. That is what they do. People who will come and people will say, what is this people? They are not serious. All these guys, are they serious? Because they know they promote some clowns to continue to make noise on social media. And if you are sensible enough, ask yourself, after how many years, what happened? After how many years that they used the Biafra struggle to kill, to pillage, to steal from our people, what happened? After how many years, when we said, stop the sit at home, those who want to benefit from the sit at home, even the people we least expected, their hands was behind, pushing them go on, because they thought they will use it to destroy the leadership of IPOB. Destroy them. If you can destroy them, we will hand it over to you. If you can destroy them, this is. And at the end of the day, they could not achieve those things. Therefore, dear friends and all the lovers of freedom, I will be coming on air after a couple of weeks from now, so that we can continue on our major assignments and the major issues that we need to handle in Biafra land. The ones that we will say on air, we will say it. The one we won't say, we are not going to. We owe nobody any responsibility to come on social media to tell him. Sometimes you see those people that come on social media to ask, what are you people doing? What are you people doing? They are asking those questions because they lack information. Because what happened in this struggle is some people come to get information, they use it and cut a deal. That is what many of you don't know. And in my next time I'm coming, I'm going to mention some people's name. If need be, we will publish their pictures. Those that are using the name of IPOB, anywhere they go, they say they are speaking for IPOB. There are many of them. It is a business venture for many of them. They use the name of IPOB. Go to people that they're speaking IPOB this, they will call somebody on telephone when they say, you see, I have spoken. I will mention their names and I will expose them. This year, from now onward, nobody will use. If you want to practice your 419 and fraudulent activities, use other means and carry it, not on IPOB issues, not on Biafra matters. When ESM pursue criminals, pursue Fulani herdsmen, you go and call somebody, you see, we are the one doing the job, you go and cut a deal. Any policy IPOB brought up, trying to use it to achieve, they go to the back and use that particular policy. We will get all of you. We have every info. We have all the stories, all your formats. We have all of them. And we are going to treat that mess. Nobody can stop us unless we don't want to handle that issue. The time have gone where you will use IPOB. For many of you who have already made money in the name of IPOB, you have used it to deceive people. Maybe IPOB. go and ask people what is to compromise. Some of you thought we make this struggle, it become a business venture. You go here, you take money. You go here, you take money. IPOB, people will be dying. You use it to collect money and put in your pocket. And you think that some of us, we might keep silent if we don't know. It's a different ball game. If we have never come across, but I will be the last person that we keep silent. If somebody use this struggle to jeopardize the life of our people, seeing quite well people who are falling, who died out of their dedication, and you use it to go to make money, carry women in the hotel, go and drive flashy cars, thinking we will keep silent, while many of us die and destroy our business. It won't happen. It won't happen. It won't happen. We are under oath never to jeopardize this struggle. And nobody should play with the life of our people. We must all strive to stand upright in what we are doing, whether we like it or not. If you are not ready to serve Biafra where you can stand upright and defend the people of Biafra, please give way. There are millions of people who can do that. What we are trying to build here is an institution that when we are gone, other people will continue. But if you think that you are so smart, Mazi, I will tell you, na Messi ana bakakwa ball, okwa maka na coach tinyere ya. If they bench him, he will not do anything. It's a big play. That because say coach put up. If you think you are not coming here for us to work as a team, to make sure we battle our enemies. If you think you can come to IPOB or you can sit beside IPOB to poke and cause problem in IPOB, you won't get that opportunity again. If you have done it, I'm telling you, today shall be the last. Because this time around, we will poke you ourselves. We won't wait you to poke us again. We are going to poke you. And when we poke you, we will sort it out in the public. We will sort it out in the public so that everybody will judge you. No politics, no game playing, no side talk. If you are in, you are in. You're out, you're out. This is Biafra restoration. This is a struggle that has taken the life of people. This is a struggle that the leader is languishing in the DSS dungeon. This is a struggle, people's homes have been destroyed. And you don't expect us to be laughing here or making jokes. You don't expect me, with all that is happening, 24 hours we are under pressure. And after that pressure, you expect me to come on social media and carry a bottle of wine be dancing for you. Are you normal? You expect DOS members to come out on social media dance for you. When you have people dying, when you have people suffering, when you have people passing one thing or the other, and you expect us to come and be laughing and making jest of what we are doing, is that what you expect from us? Is that what you expect? People that are dying for the cause. People that are being killed just because they are Biafrans. Our land is under siege. You have that even temerity to come on social media to claim and boast. What have you done? What have you done that people have not done? Have we arrived? Let me tell you, for me, I don't want to even, yes, Ojukwu tried. War came upon us, but I don't want to even use Ojukwu to make, because you don't celebrate who did not win. We remember him as a history, but Ojukwu never won. He never won the war. He never win the war. You don't celebrate who is not a champion. We can only celebrate people. We can remember some people, but we celebrate people who will take us, who will bring us to that promised land. The final people that will bring, what we are laying is part. If Chukwu Kadama said this in our generation that Biafra will be restored, so be it.
But if he said after this generation, another one is coming, we must prepare the road. We must prepare that path. You celebrate champions. I have said it here, a hero is he that fights and go, so that he can tell the story. I have never seen where they celebrated who is only we. And we have it, it becomes our character. Somebody did something, you see where they are praising him, makes him, he became myopic. He can't even look further. This next thing, immediately they praise him, he will go and build one red cap, put his name. A young boy. This is to show you the type of ego in our people. Any small thing, they are carried away with praises. Do you understand me? He got money and all this. That is all. They continue to praise him. The person cannot even reason again. He thought he have arrived. That is how they brought it. Somebody who cannot even change shoes. It is when he started IPOB story. He started to change clothes. This is somebody wearing red shoe. Do you understand me? Who have one uniform. He have never changed clothes with a shoe for our. Somebody who have never known. Do you understand me? IPOB now come. He started changing suit. We know people in this struggle who have in their life. You see them, they look haggard. They have never bought a car of their own. Their cars, they drive it from here to here. Water is pumping out. Today, they are driving on a flashy car and coming out to make mouth. Coming out to talk, and some of you follow them because you saw criminals attract their fellow criminals. Criminals attract their fellow criminals because if you are not a criminal, you don't easily fall for people. It is time every one of us must be very careful. Some of them came here, they used Cloud9, answer woman name. This nonsense rabbit chats, they dupe our people with IPOB. Most of you keep silent. They came up starting on Radio Biafra. Most of you did not know they were doing it to gather people. This is how they defrauded Biafrans around the world. Come and invest, the stock buying, Cloud1 or what? Biafrans started that this is what they're going to bring the money to invest, and they get Biafrans started investing people $1,000, $5,000. When they have collected Cloud9, they change name, start to answer Catherine or something, Catherine or what from Morocco. They enter another place. Who is behind all these things? The idiot called Rabbi Charles. They started in Lagos. Go and ask them. They defrauded all our women that are selling food with 50,000, 100,000. They sweep it from their hands down in West Africa in the name that they are IPOB. People that they came to make sure that we get freedom. Many of you fall. When they correct you, you start talking rubbish. We continue to protect you and guide you as you are doing this thing. Every one of you know our people, but some of you feel there are things we should not talk about. No, we will talk everything because that is what is destroying the fabric of this movement. Some people will come in this struggle, they want you to come and promote for them one scholarship, something. It is Biafrans will go to America, they will study, it is a scholarship to help us in 5 years' time. They bring rubbish mentality so that you use Biafra to protect one rubbish for them. It won't happen unless we are not here. They come, they bring all kind of stories. You people falling. They tell you that we bring sheep, worship.
you accept it. They tell you 150 days, Biafra have come, have it gone? They continue to tell you stories. Now they continue. Have you asked yourself, people tell you they will make referendum for 1 year, vote today, you vote after 3 months, you vote after 5 days, you vote after this thing. They are using it. Some of you are stupidly following nonsense. Stupidly following nonsense.
Mazi, our people to action. That's the thing. Now
Following
different actions.
Where have you seen, most of you, where have you seen in the world that voting is taking 1 year? If you vote today, after 2 months, you go, you vote again. If you don't get what, you vote again. You vote after 5 days. You vote every 6 months, 7 days. You are voting. You are voting. Are you people normal? Are you people normal? Don't you people know that is the caricature they are making with the struggle? They are making caricature of the struggle because that is what the government wants. They come to tell you, ask yourself a question that we are celebrating 30th May. Somebody tell you that day you come and vote. And you are normal. He's making something. And you are normal. And you are normal. Check the people opposing the sit at home. Check. Check the opposing, check those opposing the 30th May. Somebody that don't even know what he wants in life is the one coming talking rubbish. Because you want people, you like people who boast. That is why we have problem in many places around the world. Sometimes it's our character. Most of you don't learn anything while outside. Some of you take your stinking behavior, you take it outside. That's why most times in diaspora, you see our people have problem everywhere. Because they take the dirty behavior they have, forgetting that Nigeria is a country that have no law, no behavior. They take it and go to another man's country and want to behave in the same way. When they have problem, they start to talk rubbish. They start to talk rubbish. And I tell Biafrans, it is time we are serious. When you go to meetings, be serious on IPOB matter. Be serious. How can we support this struggle? Be serious. How can we create awareness? What are we doing? Many Biafrans are in this struggle. You left the job for few IPOB members in the media front. Yes, some of you are there. You don't even know what happened on the social media front. You don't know. You don't know anything that happened in IPOB media. You don't even come to social media, but you want to. That is why sometimes you see people, they bring news that have happened 5 days ago. Why news dropping every minute, every second? We are not saying everybody must be in the same speed. But when sometimes those who knows what is happening tell you, wait, there is nothing wrong to take an advice. It is not you start to drag unnecessarily what you know nothing about. The leadership gets advice, gets information from, we don't need to talk. We weigh them, we see them. Issues come, we said we have this, we have come across 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 this. There are people also, you see our people in South Africa. I am saying these messages to you people also. IPOB in South Africa, we have IPOB World Hub has taken enough from you people. We have taken enough from IPOB South Africa. We know. Anybody in IPOB is supposed to know that IPOB have everything, the good, the bad, and the ugly. We have everything. We have everything in our pocket. IPOB South Africa have decided just to drag the time that we concentrate to take our struggle and be strategic in what we are doing. They have an assignment they're supposed to do for IPOB in South Africa, but because of their behavior, you can't assign them those jobs because they can sabotage it and it becomes something that will come to the public. And it's a very sensitive matter. When IPOB leadership look at a place and found out how they are behaving, if there are information, certain things that are supposed to go to that country, we withheld it. Reasons because their behavior is very risky in what we are doing. Every day, I will tell you that South Africa is in these people in diaspora, they ask, I don't know what is wrong with them in South Africa. After America, the next horrible family, they have the capacity to support, they have everything. After what we experience in America, the next place we're experiencing it is in South Africa, in diaspora. Everybody is only known as South Africa. Most of them might carry a bookshop. They are more intelligent than bookshop and Google. The leadership will speak, HOD will call them, they will meeting once, twice, CRC, they are dragging as if the world rotates around them. 30th May will finish next tomorrow. We will go a different path. And we don't want Biafrans to cry over whatever will happen. We will do it for us to be in the house, to be in order, so that we can achieve what we can achieve. It's very, very important. Therefore, Biafrans and all the lovers of freedom, I will stop here and I will be coming on air a couple of weeks from now. Once again, my name is Mazi Chinasa Nworu. Mazi Chinasa Nworu served the indigenous people of Biafra as a member of the Directorate of State. I am from Obingwa. Obingwa is in Aba province. Ndewo no mo Chineke.
Ndewo Mazi. Dear friends, you've heard it from the horse's mouth. You must continue. Therefore remains our ideology. Therefore remains our religion. Biafra remains everything. From me, Mazi Chinedu, it is simply good evening.